Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for a show I'm very much looking forward to. It is the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, people. Man Them United podcast meets the Man Them City podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United and Manchester City. On the blue side of Manchester, Jude Bellingham with the stoppage time winner, as Manchester City lose 3-2 in the first leg of the Champions League playoffs. So now they have an even bigger mountain to climb in this tie. So don't worry, man. The gubernatorial Don will be here shortly. The gaslighter extraordinaire will be here shortly. So I know you lot have plenty of questions about that game, as do I. On the red side of Manchester as well, reports coming out saying players are unhappy with Amorim. I just seen before we went live that Paul Scholes and Lisandro Martinez has responded to something Paul Scholes said, because he stated that Martinez is not good enough for Manchester United to win the Premier League. And then Martinez said some comment along the lines of, what did he say? This guy is a jinx or something along them lines. So we'll be discussing that. United linked to players as well. We've been linked to Quenda, Gyökeres, Diamonde as well. Obviously all sporting players, so that makes sense. But before we continue, make sure you run up the likes on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Please make sure you share this out across all the socials. And That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless. And just as important, people, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, road to 15K. So let's bring on the man himself. Let's see what he's got to say, because he was all for Real Madrid. He was all for bring me Real, was the shouts from this man. Wonder if that's still the shouts. Welcome, Vader, to the show. What are you saying, man?
Yo!
It's good, Vader, man.
Listen.
My brother.
Man says, what's good? What's good? Listen, we're meeting after a Champions League game.
Yeah.
Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights. We don't do the Thursday night thing. But this meeting up after this.
and there's not much Tuesday, Wednesdays out. You got your last one coming up, mate. But hey, we move.
You think it's my last one?
Oh, you think it's not your last one? Let's go there. Two questions. Let's
no,
start there.
No, we're not fast forwarding. No. Flawless.
Are you still glad you got Real Madrid?
Flawless.
You still glad?
With what you saw, you saw today,
yes.
You think there's fear in Real Madrid? Look at how weak I've been all season long.
Yeah.
Poor, taking slappings from Spurs, Arsenal, Feyenoord, crazy losses to Sporting. You think with all of that, hey, watch yourself, Sunshine.
Football won today. See, Sunshine, we don't know.
Sunshine did not win. That's how I know Sunshine. Football did win. Football did not win. This is a matchup that we should be seeing at like the quarters or the semis. Sunshine, this is football. Did not win. These Titans should not be playing right now.
There's not, but both of you two didn't do what you were supposed to. If you did what you're supposed to, you wouldn't be in this situation.
Facts, and
that's where it is.
Knowing what it takes to get things done. We didn't get what it takes to get done, but again, we should not be facing each other. We should be seeing whoever else was in the playoffs or the play-in.
Hey, you said you wanted Madrid, man. No, this is what you wanted.
I get that, but this matchup shouldn't be now. This matchup should be a little later. This matchup should be.
Oh, now it should be later. Oh, now it should be later.
I'm not fearful of the matchup. I want that matchup. I want David versus Goliath. You know me, Flawless. I want that. I don't punk out.
Idiotic thing, yeah, I know.
Oh, this man said idiotic thing. No, I like to flex. I want the story to be written.
Oh yeah,
I want it to be an
epic you want the story, man. You want the epic story, the Disney story, Paramount, Universal. You know, this is the last show we do. This is the last show we doing with you lot in the Champions League. You know that, right?
No, we do a show on Tuesdays. The next time we play is on Wednesday.
Yeah. So we'll do the show next week, Wednesday after the game.
This isn't the last one. So relax yourself.
No, by the time we do the next show, you will be out of the Champions League.
No.
Yes, you will be. 100%. You going through?
See, ladies, Flawless doesn't like the foreplay. We're gonna break this down properly. All right, we're gonna take our time with this.
Hey, yo,
what do you mean, hey, yo? I'm talking to the ladies. The ladies know. It has nothing to do with me.
Don't do that. Don't speak for me. You know what I'm saying? That. Don't do that. All right.
Now he says, don't speak for me. Now he says, no, you're fast forwarding the thing. You're fast forwarding the thing. Let me take my time with it. Let me break this down.
Okay, yeah. Let the truth on.
Now, yeah, let me take. Yo, Truce. I know Truce was enjoying this. There's not many things for him to be happy with. So I know he's happy to see what happened to City today. But
absolutely,
this matchup, yes, flawless. I wanted it, and I still want it. Right. I didn't look good today. I had Pep putting Stones as my Rodri replacement. I had Pep's putting Stones as my Rodri replacement against Real Madrid. And I was I was 2-1 up. And I had some chances. Akanji off the crossbar, Haaland off the crossbar. Listen, I want this matchup because this is the games you play for. This is the games you actually everyone's paying attention to. Everybody's watching. You saw Sunshine with her emojis, popcorn. Yes, you want to watch City.
No, I think she's saying Real popcorn Madrid. in regards to this show. I think that's what it is.
Oh, large up. Okay, all right. Popcorn. Popcorn. I right. Respect that. Hit that like button. You know what it is. This game. I see you, Pops. This game was unfortunate the way it ended, but I'm going to talk about the beginning. Let me do this.
Okay, you talk about the beginning.
Let me talk about the beginning.
Floor's yours, my friend.
When I looked at that 11 that Pep put out there, and we kind of talked about it briefly, and I've been on a few shows featuring. I was like, I want my experience on the pitch. I want the players that know the magnitude, know the importance of this game, know how difficult and how veteran savvy Real Madrid was. I wanted that. And the game was playing out pretty nicely. Now, yeah, we missed some chances. Yeah, we gave them some chances, but they're Real Madrid. It's to be expected. I've been poor against other bummy teams. Shout out to Arsenal and Spurs. Shout out to United. I've been bummy. I've been bumming to you guys. I've been taking losses to you guys. So now when I'm facing Real Madrid, of course they're going to have chances. Of course they're going to have opportunities. Now, all that being said, it was 2-1. And I got to give props to my man Haaland for how he played. This is the man that everybody wants to question. He is the only one to average a goal a game in Champions League. Champions League history. Every time he plays a Champions League game, he's got a goal to his name. Incredible. And the man signed a contract for another 9.5 years. We're going to have him here for a long time now. This is what's giving me a lot of promise moving forward next season, right? When we're doing the whole, hey, listen, we're looking at you. We've been scouting. We want you to come to Manchester City. Oh, who you playing with? Who's your striker? Because we're going to be looking for some midfielders. We got Erling Haaland, goal scoring record holder.
Absolutely.
Over the Prem.
You played well today. You played well today.
He played very well. Very well. So when we have something like that, as bad as it is right now, my future is bright. But this game, Haaland, you did what you needed to do. Defensively, I know that we had the makeshift. I know we had healthy finally. Akanji, Stones. Well, Stones playing the 6. I got Diaz, Ake, Gavardio. When I had that back line, clean sheet, Forest, and Forest are second in the league right now. When I had that, if I was able to have that, different story. Listen,
you could say the same for them. To be honest, they had makeshift team.
Oh no, I would but I was talking about with regards to how things are looking in my Prem season, right? Yeah. I got Liverpool all piping up, talking with bass. I got Flawless always key, ha when he wants to talk to my club right now. But if I had that backline, have you not been all smiles? You're in the dark studio. You've been in the bright studio, all perfect lighting, 4K video camera, always just Vader. Tell me, how's the week going? How's City? Listen, I was dealing with that. If I had this backline, different story. And we weren't able to have it, but we had it early in this game, and we were in control. We obviously they're gonna have some opportunities, but we're 2-1 up. We're 2-1 up. And that penalty, I don't want to hear anything. It was
a Stonewall penalty. 100%.
Thank you.
Stonewall.
Unbiased.
Absolutely. I'm always unbiased. Absolute.
Well, now you're going too far to say you're always unbiased, but
I am always unbiased. What are we talking about here?
All right.
How am I not?
Okay. We'll wait until the example pops up. Yeah, I'll be like, listen, you know what? I'll be like this. I'll pull out the receipt. I'll be like, well, see, you remember when told me you're always unbiased? So here's the example. But 2-1 up. We needed to just see this game out.
Yeah.
And the way when I say see this game out, it's deja vu. It's been all season. We can't see games out. I needed to see a game out against you guys.
Look at you being unbiased, man. I like that, man. I'm being balanced. I like that.
No, I'm being unbiased.
Like you lot not being able to see games out, which is a major problem for you. Has been a major problem for you.
Been a problem this season. Absolutely. And it's not just no Rodri, but listen, there are cause and effects. There are coincidences. There are patterns of play. There's also moments in time, the timeline. When I had to make defensive subs, and I'm not sure, maybe it didn't show up. Maybe you didn't see this or weren't aware. But I had to make a defensive sub for Ake, injured.
Yes.
I had to make a defensive sub for Akanji, injured.
Yes.
It's not tactical, right? It's different if my manager is like, listen, I'm seeing something I don't like. I'm subbing you off. And then we surrender goals. Then you could look at the manager and be like, why'd you change things up? Why'd you do that? My manager had to make changes. And hey, fortunate for Real Madrid, they weren't making injured changes. They weren't making substitutions due to injury. I had to make substitutions to Jack Grealish. And he was playing well. I know not everybody likes Jack, but Jack was playing well.
Hit the ball for the first goal was very good.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
and that's the quality we've been missing all season long. He hasn't been able to be healthy. Now, you've had
the Belgian winger to help out, so don't worry about it going. Carry on as you were.
He was injured too. He's coming back from
injury. He's on the bench now. But go on, carry on.
Yeah, he was on the bench, but he's been injured too. And I think Pep was protecting him as well because, again, Pep seeing all these players drop like flies, he's not going to throw another man just fresh from injury onto that pitch for another casualty. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. I get it.
Yeah, Mr. Unbiased, you hear me. Now, when it comes down to Grealish injured, Ake injured, Akanji injured, listen, there was a lot to deal with, and Pep had to make the changes not because of tactics, but because of injury.
Well, it's crazy, but your defense is still bad and theirs on paper. That's the craziest part.
You think so?
Even with it is, of course it is.
You think Rico Lewis subbed on at right back?
Yes, Rico Lewis is a better right back than Valverde.
Wow.
Because Valverde is not a right back. Is Valverde a clear player? Yes, but Valverde is not. Rico Lewis is a much better right back. But Rico Lewis is a much better right back than Valverde. How many games has Rico Lewis played at right back?
Maybe 20, maybe.
Okay, so let's say it's 20, 30, but he's accustomed to playing there. Valverde is far from a right back.
But Valverde,
No. Go on.
Valverde is an experienced player. More years. No flaws. You're not going to just dismiss that.
Because he's not a right back.
Neither is Rico. Rico's a midfielder who's been playing.
He's much more, okay, so I'll switch it up. He's much more accustomed to playing at
right
back.
The age, but the experience, the amount of games played, the situational awareness.
Hey, so all right, so you could pick one to play right back. Who you picking?
I'm
Rico Lewis or Valverde?
Valverde all day.
Okay, cool. Hey, chat, let me know in the chat. You can pick one to play right back in a game in a big game like this, first leg Champions League playoff. You have Rico Lewis or Valverde to play right back. I'm not asking who's the better player, because we know who's the better player. And a second question to you lot, who's more accustomed to playing right back? You just said 20, 30 games, right? Valverde probably a handful of times. But again, it's because here's the thing is, if Pep had Valverde, he's not playing him at right back ahead of Rico. That being said, he did play Nunes, so it's a
thank you.
And guess what? And that was a mistake.
I was about to slam dunk.
Yeah, that's why your man. That's why he's been suffering. That's why he don't do that shit no more, because he figured out it's not the way forward. Nunes, but that's a whole different conversation.
No, but Flawless, you're proving my point, because Pep has been playing Nunes instead of Rico Lewis at right back.
And that's a mistake on my part, because I think Rico Lewis is a better right back.
No, Nunes. You must have missed the earlier games.
You don't think Rico Lewis is a better right back than Nunes?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, he's played the right back role better than Nunes. Yes.
So the reason do you think is a better no. Who do you think is a better right back? Nunes or Rico Lewis? Who's better at right back?
Better at right back is Rico Lewis, but it's because of how he's been playing there more than Nunes. Nunes came into us as a midfielder. Pep was playing him out at left wing and at right wing, and now he's just brought him back.
Exactly is he? Is he a midfielder?
He is a midfielder. Yeah.
Okay, just not a very good one. First, all right, fair enough.
He just, I mean, it's year 2. I think his adaptation to the City University has been rough for him. His sophomore year, his second year has been tough. But look at what.
Hey, Warrior J, we can utilize them rules here if you want. Hey, I will take that, because now I'm a part of America.
Oh my God! There we go.
As an honorary American,
you want to hear Flawless talk to himself? That's what you guys want to do.
Hey, you lot. I can't remember the rules, but yeah, American waffle rules apply on here. So I think it's 5. Someone let me know. I can't remember that. Let me pull it up, actually. I'll tell you now.
You know what? That's messed up.
We're going to do this because now I'm a part of it. I'm sure
Warrior J,
will not mind me using
you're wrong
it. You're a real one. I'll tell you, look, now 1 second. Let me
I
just
used to like Warrior J. I used to like him.
Warrior J, a real one. Okay,
but I know what that 93 stands for. 93 people dislike this guy with comments like that. That's what that stands for.
Nah, 93's, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna make a Chargers joke, but it's too cheap. Right, 1 second. So here's the share screen. So this is American Waffle. This is me on there as well. So people, here we go. So blue super chat, they are shutting up for 5 minutes. Green super chat, 10 minutes. Orange super chat, 20 minutes. Red super chat, 30 minutes. So if you're tired of Vader waffling people, you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. Just letting you lot know. These are the rules that we're utilizing American waffle, even though none of us are American, on this show right now, people. This is what we're doing. Thank you for letting me know, Warrior J. Because the fact that you don't think so. All right, so we'll go with what you're saying. You're saying Valverde over Rico Lewis. I'm saying Rico Lewis over Valverde. Who was your right-sided centre-back?
Diaz.
After it is Diaz. Diaz over Tchouaméni. You're gonna sit there and tell me Tchouaméni's a better centre back than Diaz?
All
right, so 1-1. Who was your left-sided centre back?
Well, when healthy, it was Ake.
Oh, Ake, and who was after that?
Gavardio.
Okay, so is Asensio better than any of those two?
No.
Okay, and then who was your left back?
No, I told you my left back. Gavardio.
Who's your left back? Oh, Vardio. Who's your left-sided centre back? That's what I said.
Ake.
Okay, is Ake better than Asensio?
Yes.
And who was your left back? Vardio. And is Vardio better than Mendy?
Yes.
All right, so you had a much better defense than them out there. Then.
No. Yeah, to start, but I gave you all my changes though.
No, I'm saying hit me with the changes. Who was your left back once the changes were made?
The changes I had to take off Ake.
Okay, so who was when the changes was made? Who was your left back? Still Vardio.
Yes.
Okay, so Vardio's better than who was your left-sided centre back when the changes were made?
So then I had to bring in Stones, who was playing my 6, controlling the game into defense.
Stones was, yeah. So Stones is your left-sided centre back. So is Stones better than Asensio? A left-sided centre back.
I like how you made this about my back line being better than back line. But if you're playing 90 minutes and you have continuity and you have flow, those guys were consistent all game long. My manager had to make these changes. I'm saying
that they would have rather. I think Ancelotti would have traded the players he had defensively than you lot, even with the changes made.
That's all great, but he would not want to make changes because injured players are coming off and then having.
I think he wished that Ceballos got sent off. You know what I'm saying? I got injured. I don't wish injury to take it like when we move. I'm just saying.
Okay.
My point is, even with the changes that you lot made, your defense is still clear of theirs.
Okay, all great. Still
clear.
Until those changes, until the accumulation of those injured players leaving the pitch, Real Madrid got back into the game.
Yeah,
that's when they got their mojo back. That's when they were able to do their thing, especially closing out the game. Now, yes.
Let me write it on the banner. 1 second. Oh, go on, carry on. I'm just letting people
the way this game played out with regards to the goals. Sorry, man. Goals are goals. You want to get the goal scored. But could you talk about some uglier, undeserving goals?
They were horrible. I've said this. I was cursing them out. This tie should be over. It's over anyway, but it should be over scoreline wise.
Don't do that.
The tie is over. I told you
we're trouble 4-peat winners.
The tie is over.
Trouble 4-peat winners. You're not going to just say it's over.
Cool. Tie's over. Like I told you it would be, but we'll get to that.
You don't think we can keep it? Okay, here we go.
Do I think you can go there and keep a clean sheet? No, I don't think you can go there.
You don't think we can go there and score 2 goals and they score 1?
You are more than capable of going there and scoring 2 goals. Are they going to score more? What was my prediction for this game?
We just need to tie the tie. My prediction was 2-2.
No, what was my prediction for this game?
I can't remember. You had so
many. Now he can't. You see the smile on his face. You see.
I can't remember. No,
American Waffle.
I got a lot of platinum. I don't remember the way I
got platinum. Platinum hype. But the point I make, Warrior J, ask your question again. The point I'm making is 3-2. I predicted it. So can you go there and you lot scoring goals is not the problem in this tie. You lot could score 5 goals over the 2 legs, and I still think you'll go out. Because I said this about the game and about the tie before this first leg. Stylistically, they are all wrong for you. You are lucky they scored 3 goals and none of their attackers had a good game. I thought Mbappe was terrible.
They're just Bellingham as lucky. Don't do that.
Awful. Vinny was okay.
Holland could have had a hat trick.
Rodrigo was terrible. Absolutely. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying, what I said was They scored 3 goals, and none of their attackers had a good game. That goes to show how much opportunities they had. I thought their attack, their quartet was horrendous as a duo. And then you add in Ceballos, who wasn't too good either. You are so lucky that one of them was not on it. Because if they was on it, tie scoreline-wise is over.
You know what's crazy? This was annoying. I'm watching this game, and I think I talked about the number of accumulated yellow cards that this team had. Jude dragged down Savinho. And I'm looking, ref, you surely you're going in your pocket. I'm like, what?
Bernardo Silva dragged down Bellingham and the ref didn't give a foul.
So both of them should have gotten it.
So referees missed stuff.
Listen, they happen to miss a lot when it comes down to Real Madrid. And that's what we're playing against. That's why this rivalry has been so intense, because it's been
a good rivalry.
It's been so weighted the other way, right? Like the football world, the brown envelopes. I can't mess with Real Madrid.
115 charges talking about brown envelopes is funny. Go on, carry on.
This Real Madrid. I can't outmatch them with brown envelopes. That's the thing.
Spend some big money. Spend some big money, man.
What they've been able to do, them getting to their 15 UCLs. Listen.
No brown envelopes. Get a brown paper bag. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. Get the brown bag.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I do.
Get the suitcase out.
No. I'm doing.
Oh yeah, you're legit.
I just can't overcome what they do with their brown envelope. But getting back to the game,
just letting you lot know, American waffle rules now apply on this show.
That's messed up. No, I think that's trademarked. You can't just steal their IP. Let me see some communication where you got approval to do it.
TJ's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure TJ will. Don't make me ring TJ now and be like, hey, TJ,
I need to see this in writing. You call him up. Okay, I'll take a pause. I need to see this ready. When it comes down to this game, I'm down 3-2 going to the Bernabeu. Flawless is quick to say this tie's over. I
was saying this before and add to that.
I was
saying this before the first leg, that the tie's over.
Yeah.
That you don't stand a chance.
No, I hear it. Now, what I saw, I'll be honest with you, my mistakes is what gave them this advantage. My mistakes gave them this advantage. The first goal, okay, credit to them, Mbappe. All right, we fell asleep on that set piece. We fell asleep. It was terrible. But then to also look at their second goal, Ederson, you can't listen. I praise you for your ability to distribute the ball. You can't do that. And he was actually very good that game. He had some great stops, but he cost us on that one. And then Kova, listen, dying minutes of the game, 50-50, you're not sure, kick it out of bounds. You're taught that from when you're like 5. Kick it out of bounds. He plays a really risky pass to Rico with Real Madrid running down on him. It was always going to be a lose-lose situation. We surrendered a goal, and it's not unfamiliar versus this club. It is not. These late crumblings. I remember Benzema doing this to me, him and Rodrigo. Like, we have to stop this. Going to the Bernabeu now.
Yes, talk about it.
We've got a week. We've got a week to smarten up. We got a week for Nico Gonzalez, my new signing. One of my new signings, Nico Gonzalez. We need to get him. We need to get him healthy, ready. He suffered a little fall when we were playing against Leyton Orient. Mm-hmm. But let me get him.
And you have the small matter, just the small matter of Newcastle coming to town on Saturday. Just to let you know.
That's not too much of a stress. It's not too much of a stress. Just because.
Remember, you said that when we get to the prediction, people. Go on, carry on.
I'm just saying. No, I say that because top 4 is more of a marathon. Like, yes, the games are important, but I think as much as important as it is with me looking at Champions League, Newcastle are most likely also looking to what they have to do with the remainder of their season. And maybe the matchup versus City isn't all that pressing, but we'll talk about that a little later. Okay. 3-2 with me giving goals to Real Madrid. I think we smarten up when we have Nico Gonzalez back. I think we play better when there's a lot more familiarity with Omar Marmoush. And I think, as I said this, I'm okay with KDB starting. I actually want KDB to sign a 1-year contract extension because I think it's been 2 years of a little bit of hibernation, trying to get healthy again, trying to trust the body. Next year, you put it all on the line. You go out and get that assist record with you delivering goals to Marmoush and to Holland and to Doku and to Savinho all season long. Don't forget also assist to Foden, and we go out and cook. You get that 21, 22, 23 assists in a season. I need you one more year, KDB. But I was cool with Pep starting him. My only issue, Pep, you can only play him for 50, 60 minutes. KDB can't play 90. He's an older player. Pep, KDB was here before you were. KDB was a Pellegrini signing. So he's one of the elder statesmen. Him, Bernardo, the miles.
Did he play the full? He played the full 90, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, see, at least he didn't get tired this time. Props to De Bruyne. Go on,
no,
carry
he got
on. Same with
Haaland. He pretty much played a full 90.
Man, he did. And same with Haaland. He lasted. He didn't get tired. Props to him, man.
So you understand now they know when they're playing tired and when they're playing injured.
I believe it was a cop-out, but that's just me. I've already said
that's
this
just
to you.
It is just you. Now, when it comes down to KDB,
if you lot scored twice early on, then man have lasting the whole half. But hey, we move, man. Well, I'm tired. I've never seen it. I've never seen it happen.
You'll see it. When you watch more football, you'll see it. When it comes down,
I've been watching football a long time. I've not seen
you need to watch more. All I'm saying,
I've been watching football since. Hey, someone do the math. I've been watching football probably since like 95, 96. How many years is that?
Watch more. That's
someone let me know. So I've been watching Champions League a long time. I need someone. My maths ain't the best. Let me know how many years of watching football that is, please.
All right.
Let me know.
Right.
Because my maths ain't the strong suit.
The difference is in this day and age, in modern era, you'll have managers that actually say what the players do. Whereas in the past, a manager, tight lip, wouldn't say anything. A Zidane asking to be subbed off, maybe a Beckham asking to be subbed off, the manager doesn't say anything, just lets it go. Pep has to say it. You're going to hold it against him. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Call Beckham.
That's okay. Instead, he'll just headbutt and get himself sent off. Now, when it comes down to games moving forward,
thank you, Dennis. 29. Thank you, and counting. All right, sorry. Go on, carry on.
All right, this guy's trying to flex as much as he's been watching football. We can do that all day.
No, it's not flex because I know you've been watching football around the same amount. I'm not too far off that. I'm just stating because you say I need to watch more football to see this.
Just to see it because the examples are out there.
I've nearly been watching nearly 3 decades, and but hey, we move. But then again, never mind. Go on, carry on as you were.
Moving forward, I need KDB. His quality is a must. Mm-hmm. Does he play for 90 minutes? No. I'd rather impactful 50, 60. Then we move on. We bring on a body. This upcoming year is going to be amazing because I've seen the likes of United. I've seen the likes of Liverpool. I've seen the likes of Arsenal go out, do their rebuilds, their phases, their new manager, back the manager with new players. I happen to have a manager that's going on nine years.
Facts.
Right. So I got a manager that he's got to be part of the rebuild. He doesn't get the excuse of he hasn't been back because it's not his players that have been, it's not new players that have been bought since he's been assigned as manager. This is all him. The
level of expectation is higher because they're all his players. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're all his players. Now the funny thing is KDB, as magnificent as he's been, he's not a Pep player.
No,
Pep inherited
him. But when you say he's his player in regards to he's been there. Once you keep a player for 9 years, you have co-signed that. All right, I'm cool with this player being there, and rightfully.
Yeah, yeah. Once there's a contract extension and they're a part of it.
That's what I'm like with my lot. Like, and once a manager's been at a club 3 years, any player who's there and still contributing, that manager has co-signed, in my opinion. You can get rid of a player in 3 years. It's not necessarily all signings, but carry on.
Yeah, I hear it. Now, 3-2. I'm not saying it's over.
I know you're not.
I'm not saying it's over.
You never admit defeat, and I kind of respect that about you. Still, you go down with a sinking ship. I respect you, man.
I go out swinging. There's no
swinging underwater, man. I hear you. It's fair.
No. I'm just saying. There's no
I'll throw you a lifeboat, man. One of the donuts. I got you, man. Drag your ass to shore.
When it was, listen. Obviously we can't fight on school grounds. We're gonna go across the street. 3:00. I'll meet you over there. There's no oh no, I'm not running away. I'll go out. If I happen to have to take my hit, I'll take my hit. We'll fight. We're fighting next week, though. We're fighting again. This is what I want. My club, I've been saying it. I want every player to fight. Show me who the fighters are. Show me who aren't. And what's been evident this season is that some players are trying to fight. They don't got it anymore, though. And they fought for me for mad years. They fought for me and gave me what only you have in the English Premier League. They fought and gave me that. They also gave me more than what your players were able to do and gave me a 4-peat. Some of these players, I got to say, thank you. The fight that you're trying to give ain't there. The miles on those legs don't give you that burst of speed and endurance anymore. We're gonna make hard decisions, and I want the hard decisions to exclude KDB. I just want one more year, KDB. I don't want you going out like this. I don't want you going
out on a high.
I don't want you going out with all that we were able to do is maybe top 4 and the possibility of the FA Cup. I want more than that for you. Mm-hmm. Bernardo Silva, you've been a soldier. You've been a warrior. Thank you so much. What you've been asked to do, the utility man, I think we need someone with a little more. We need someone that's not going to get kind of shoved off. When you're a little more spree, when you have that energy, you weren't knocked off the ball like that. You don't. Thank you. But I think next season, and I'm not having the combo now because those guys don't deserve that. Let's wait and see what happens.
Yeah, to see if they're like
3-2 is not impossible. 3-2, like I said, 3-2 against a Goliath. I'll take that. Imagine this was 3-2 against some Brest.
Hey, keep selling the Kool-Aid, man. I'm with you, man.
If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out because I'm playing against 15 UCL winners.
Yeah,
there's no shame in that. You know what I'm saying?
There's no shame.
Yeah. So let me have that battle. But we'll talk. We will talk because we'll most likely do the show on Wednesday because we're going to play the second leg on Wednesday.
Absolutely.
But a lot's gone down for all this. We can talk about City for a long time, but we spent like 37 minutes on it.
Yeah. I've got a couple more questions.
Hit me with the questions. I just want to be able to talk. Listen, as much as the rivals were waiting and want to have this convo, I got some things to talk about with regards to the rivals as well because a few people crashed out of the FA. A few people.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Of course, we'll man. Hey, FA Cup 4th round ain't for everybody. We know that. But in regards to it, who wasn't at it today, in your opinion, in this first leg? What City players were not on it?
For the full 90?
Yeah.
I didn't like how the game ended with Ederson and where his head was at. I didn't like how he just wasted that. He gave that tie. He gave the tie away with that terrible kick.
Oh, with the poor kick and then the parry out
as
well.
Kick and then because the poor kick resulted to him having to try to defend that.
Out. But Diaz was respectful, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe another player you should have kept, but he was respectful. Shout out to Diaz.
Maybe another player I should have kept. Hilarious.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe. Keyword maybe.
It's a whole different discussion, Cole Palmer's, Morgan Rogers, the lap. This goes on. A whole different conversation.
You want to do that?
Do what?
You want to do the convo of all these players? Maybe I should have kept them.
Well, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't need to do that now. We'll stick to it. But international break, we'll have that combo.
Maybe. All right.
You know when you lot are just on for the FA Cup, we'll have that discussion. We'll do the full 11. Go on, carry on as you were.
No shame in the FA Cup.
Oh, there's no shame. There's no shame. No shame for you, lot, because you are big time. Treble winning. Of course you are. The fact that you're on solely for the FA Cup is embarrassing to you.
No, it's not.
Embarrassment.
No.
Same way it was embarrassing to us when we was.
It was embarrassing to you guys because you guys talk with. You guys talk like that. We don't talk like that. We're still humble city.
Yeah, because you lot are the bum who won the lottery but don't realize you're rich. I get it. But go on, carry on as you were. So when I talk to you, and you don't understand where you lot are at because you lot have been bummy for so long. You lot are kind of not understanding of where you at. Because you have no history. So it's kind of like, we're royalty. Like, you lot became king on accident type of shit. And I'm like, oh, shit, we're king now. Talk like a king, man. Act like it. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you lot? Act like a king. It is terrible. That 4P in Manchester City with Pep Guardiola. The only thing you lot have to play for in February is the FA Cup. That shouldn't happen.
No.
One of the best teams in the country and one of the best teams in Europe.
Yeah, this is the English Premier League with a lot of great teams in it.
Yeah,
with a lot of teams.
It's
Liverpool that's preventing us from being able to do that.
Not even the best Liverpool side we've seen. That's the craziest part.
What do you mean it's not the best Liverpool side? This is the same. What?
This ain't the best Liverpool side we've seen.
It's one of the best Liverpool sides. What are you talking about? For them in the Prem?
I said it ain't the best, is what.
No, it ain't the best. No,
of course it's one of the best. Because they ain't done shit. So of course,
but this is also not. Yeah, they haven't done anything really. But this is also not the best city. Yeah, so you can't understand the context.
Yeah, but you should. I'm not saying you know. I'm just saying for where you are as a club, this shouldn't be the way. This was not on the.
No, this wasn't on
the cards.
This is the life cycle of football. You're gonna have ups and downs. Look at what you've had to do, and you're mighty. You're mighty United, right? You're mighty United,
and our downs are horrendous.
Yeah, but this is nowhere near. This is nowhere near those downs.
Oh no, it's not though, but it's still bad. The fact that we are in
bad,
February,
it's bad, but not embarrassing. Now
no, it's woeful. No, it's woeful. But the fact that you lot are solely on for the FA Cup is terrible.
No,
and that's all you have to play for is one trophy. We have more to play for than you lot. That's embarrassing in itself.
Don't do that.
We do have more to play for than you.
You're not in the Champions League. What are you talking about?
No. Trophy-wise, we're in the Europa League. It's embarrassing for you lot that we have more to play for you than you lot.
I'm playing in the Champions League. What are you doing?
Yeah, cool. No, yeah, not only for 6 more days, and then you're out.
See. We'll have to wait.
Yeah, we'll see. Like this leg, like we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And we seen what happened. You know what I'm saying? Took a beating. That's what happened. Took a L.
We crumbled in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, like you have been doing. Who would have thought?
Yeah, like we have been doing. But again, look.
It wasn't a surprise to me. At 2-1, I was like, there's still goals in this.
Yeah.
When you were 2-1 up, I was like, there's goals in this.
When you want to talk about battering, this is Real Madrid.
No, you
this is Mbappe. Hold on. You want to do the whole flex thing. This is Vinny, who was supposed to be Ballon d'Or winner on the other side of the pitch.
What do you think of the banner you lot put up?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, is it? Great. Yeah, man. Shout out to Saeed. I love this city in the mud raid. I love it. Yeah, trying to tell me it's not embarrassing that they're only on for the FA Cup. 4-peating Pep Guardiola, goat like. You know what I'm saying? Man want to pour honey on him. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? But they got the FA Cup. You playing for the same thing we are domestically. That's horrendous.
This is City in the mud?
Yes.
Hear what you're saying. This is us in the mud. This is easy. Listen, I don't even need to call anybody to help me get my car out of the mud. If this is me in the mud, I'm gonna deal this on myself. You guys are calling 4 or 5.
We in the swamp. We in the swamp. We're in the mud. We're in the swamp. We're in the swamp. Like there's no saving us. We're in the swamp. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't about us. There's levels to being in the mud. There's levels to embarrassment. Where we're at is nowhere near where you're at. Of course not. But the expectation of our two football clubs are world apart in regards to where we are, the players at our disposal, and the managers. You have arguably the best manager of his generation at the helm.
Stop doing that.
So is he not?
Yeah, he is. Stop saying arguably. Can we take that out?
I say arguably because I don't think he is, but that's why I say arguably, and that's not a debate I want to get into right now. Cool. If you say it's Pep, cool. I don't think he's the best manager of his generation, depending on the generation you're talking about. I think he got beat by the best manager of his generation, but again, whole different conversation. The point I'm making is, is embarrassing. Say again?
Isn't it longevity?
Yeah, he's had longevity.
Yeah, so, but hasn't he outlasted the manager that you believe is better than him for his generation?
Are we classing Pep? I mean, are we saying Sir Alex in his generation?
No, we can't do that.
Also, we're talking about Don Carlos.
Alex didn't have to deal with FFP.
He's not of the generation. So that's what I said. I said, no, you know this. Ancelotti's been managing longer than Pep.
Ancelotti. So
I think if I go one correct, I think Ancelotti, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Ancelotti was winning Champions League when Pep was still playing. If I remember correctly.
Wait, hold on. Ancelotti's career, amazing. But if he falls under both generations, Sir Alex's generation and what's considered Pep's generation, has he been greater than either of them in their silos? I would say no.
You could argue it. Yeah.
I'm not arguing it.
I'd have to go and check the numbers. But Don Carlos been, like I said, you want to talk longevity and watching more football. I think he won. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I swear he won the Champions League when Pep was still playing as a player. And now he's beating him time and time again in the Champions League.
Yeah, so that's before Pep's generation.
No, but
falls into the Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, I think if we're going to do it, we won't do it tonight. But if we're going to do the whole timeline, I think we pick 2013, 2012, whatever you want to do it, 2008. That's going to be one bracket for that gen, and then that, and we'll see.
It's a whole different conversation because where do you start the generations? That's what it is. But where was we at anyway? Big up first and foremost, Saeed. Love for the raid, man.
Yeah, bless up
every single time. Everyone who's joined over from the raid is the United City show. So we're here, for Vegas Tears. So we're here, people. You know what I'm saying? These rival tears. So drink them in, people. Drink them in.
What kind of messed up? What is that a real thing?
Yeah, rival tears. Do you not know about rival tears?
What's the beverage? What is it?
It's water. It's water.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's water. It's great. Tastes great. Shout out to Rival Tears. Make sure you follow him across our socials, man. Of course, Warrior J, Rival Tears. You know what's in here tonight? Hey, water, Vegas Tears. That's what it is, man. Vega's tears in this because he knows his season's crumbling. And he tried to talk all this nonsense last week. Oh, we got a chance against Real Madrid. And
we did.
And do that. Did whatever, man. 0 to 1% chance. Is 1% chance 99% faith. That's where you're at with this. It's 1% chance, 99% faith. No, and now you've lost at home. It's half of that. You're not going to the Bernabeu and winning. You're not going to, especially with that team. You've gone there with better teams and struggled. You're going there with this one. And Rudiger, and you know Rudiger could be back for the second leg, right?
Oh, now it's okay to do the could.
Alaba, say again.
Now it's okay to do the could be back, could be available.
You could be back. I'm just saying.
Okay. And I could have
Doku.
I could have my Nico Gonzalez
ready,
playing that proper 6. Facts. I can have my Stones playing a proper CB. Okay. I can have like we looked, right? Well, let's rewind. Listen, if you guys haven't seen the movie Tenet is amazing effects. Well, let's rewind. Let's go back in time. I was controlling that game before my injuries, and I could have these players back. I'm going to have some confidence to be able to go into this game. Maybe not necessarily keep a clean sheet, but do I have confidence to score 2 goals?
Clean sheet.
Do I have confidence to score 2 goals in the Bernabeu? Yes, I've done it before.
You're better at Lily Phillips. There's no.
I can do it before.
Carry on.
and I'm going to have another week. I'm going to have a few more training sessions for Pep to get more familiar with my January signings.
There we go,
I did business in January.
Hey, was that issue? Because I seen this tweet. People were saying none of the January signings started. Do you think that was a mistake, or do you understand that?
I completely understand it. Okay, these are new signings. I said it. I want my experienced players. I want them to know what this rivalry is all about to start this game. Can they get subbed on? Yes, absolutely. And they should. They should be subbed on. Yeah. Marmoush got subbed on.
Oh yeah, Marmoush got subbed on late, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it just Marmoush? There wasn't any others, right? I'm just checking there in terms of it. It was just Marmoush. Yeah, because Kovacic, Foden, Rico Lewis got on. Nico was on the bench. Kusanov in terms of new signings as well. I'm just saying they could be even better because their defense is that's a rubbish defense on paper. But they actually did well against you.
They did
considering that they had zero first team defenders. That's makeshift.
Mendy's first team.
Okay, so Mendy, so 1 out the back 4.
Yeah, but at the same time, Mendy's been playing in that defense for a while. He's been there for a lot. Like he's played many
there. He's there as a makeshift. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but guess this, he's played less times at centre back than Rico Lewis as a right back.
Yeah, but Ancelotti obviously trusts him, and you say Ancelotti's arguably one of the best managers. So him choosing to put
one of the best managers.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take out the arguably.
So, yeah, he's one of the best. You could say arguably the best, but he's one of the best.
He is one of the best.
Pep's one of the best.
He is one of the best, and he's put Tchouaméni there to play there for several games now. Very familiar. So when he has that set up, I don't think we tested them enough. I think Pep's going to look back and adjust things. I also think with how he chose his starting 11, I'm cool with. I was cool with it. I don't want KDB playing that long. I know when I see tired legs, and I'd rather him get subbed off. Let's keep that pressing option out there. Yes, KDB can be brilliant, but let's keep that pressing out there because we need to play on both sides of the pitch. And if I see tired legs, I don't want to be vulnerable in defense. Another thing I want to do. What up, TJ? Good looking.
Oh yeah, TJ, I messaged you, man. I gotta get your permission, man. You already know, man. I don't just steal ideas and that. So let me know. I did DM you, so let me know.
Hey, all I'm gonna say.
Worried now?
No, I'm not worried. I'm just gonna point out that this is gonna be a very unique show. If you guys are gonna be putting in super chats for Vader to be silent, is all I'm gonna say. Now we'll play around with it. Maybe it's time uninterrupted for Flawless to flow and do his battle rap rebuttals, and then I can respond afterwards. But I'm gonna say this. Real quick.
You do that.
This 11, before the super chat comes through here. This 11. This 11 that we have. If it gets
too much, we'll tweak the times. Don't worry about it. But for now, we'll go with Daz. But go on. This 11, as you were saying. Yeah.
This 11, I think, can get a result at the Bernabeu.
And you should believe that.
I think because of what we've done, how we've battled them. And again, I'm not ignoring the injuries that they have as well. They're not fully strength. I know the mystique, I know the atmosphere is all great, but they're also not fully healthy, and they're not having the best season in La Liga, so they can't take games off when they're playing in their league as well. So we'll see how they match up. I've never watched so many La Liga games beforehand. I'm going to continue to do that. I watch
it. It's good. And just to clarify, TJ just did give me permission to use this, people. So as you can see, the waffle. So make sure you check out American Waffle, where you find Vader myself. This is from yesterday. So if you want Vader to shut up for 5 minutes, blue super chat. You want him to shut up for 10 minutes? Green super chat. You want him to shut up for 20 minutes? Orange super chat. You want him to shut up for red super chat? You know what I'm saying? It's for 30 minutes.
You're flawless. You're doing a disservice right now.
Go on.
Because they can pay for you to zip it as well.
You know what? Cool. Yeah. You know what?
All right.
You can choose people. You can choose whether it's me or Vader. See, there you go. That's fair. And we'll figure this out. And if it gets too much where we're just both on mute for an hour, that shit ain't gonna work. So I know what you lot are like. So we'll figure it out. Now we'll do what they do on American Waffle, where it supersedes it. Because I think that's how they run.
Yeah, what they do is someone can pay for me to be quiet, but then someone can pay for me to then speak again. They just have to. They just have to
match it or supersede it.
They have they have to supersede it for it to cancel,
to eliminate it. So if someone drops a blue super chat for one of me or you to shut up for 5 minutes, then someone has the green super chat to get us to unmute, basically.
Or blue super chat more, because I think
so just more than all right,
just more than what.
So just more, just to clarify. So this is it. American Waffle rules apply.
Flawless doesn't, guys, listen, everybody in the chat, don't do this. Flawless doesn't get cooked by anybody else. That's why I'm here. Don't silence me. You know this. Don't silence me, because I'm the one. This sniper battle right now,
it's tough. This. I can't lie, it's tough. I give you your credit. This is tough.
100%. So let's
you don't miss a trick.
I try not to.
You don't miss nothing. You will use every loophole, everything, like in your power. Which I do respect, because I do the same. You do not miss anything.
I'm gonna do this real quick. I know the chat's gonna be doing their thing, gathering some questions. I'm gonna pop in. Let me see how my minions. I'll be like,
do your thing, man. I've started some of the questions. So you lot, I've started some of the questions. Continue to run up the likes, because there's now over 270 of you lot in the building. We're only at 37 likes, people. We're only at 37 likes. Let's go up to 80 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. When you enter the city of sarcasm, people, pay the toll. Pay the tax when you get to the city, which is just hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. I know you have plenty of questions also, and I've started some of the better ones. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. Link is underneath in the description for Vader's channel also. Let me see what has been started. So this is see. Anything United related, feel free to get in as well. Stephanie G, because this is both, who says, question, what are the chances of United City FA Cup final again? It could happen. And I think it was Vader who pointed it out to me. Was it Vader? Someone pointed out to me that it'd be 3 times in a row if it does indeed happen. It could, but I'm not backing heavily that Manchester United make it. Manchester United can go out to anyone. It don't matter who we play, whether it's a Premier League opposition at home, Premier League opposition away. I didn't want Plymouth. I said this. I'm glad City got Plymouth. I wasn't trying to see Plymouth. I wasn't really trying to see Fulham. If Exeter would have knocked out Nottingham Forest, I wasn't trying to see Exeter. I don't trust this team. Point blank, period. I don't trust this team. Dennis's question to Vader thoughts. I'll get back to this, but yeah, Rudiger being back helps. These men are finished. I keep saying this. This is not just my dislike and bias towards City. Like the fact that I dislike. Stylistically, they are all wrong. Real Madrid scored 3 goals. Created great opportunities. Clear-cut chances. Half chances. And none of their attackers played well. I thought Mbappe was terrible. Terrible. Bellingham, terrible. Vinny was okay. Rodrigo, non-existent, ineffective. So their front four, none of them were good. If you rating them on a quartet, they were probably 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, and they still scored 3 goals. So what happens if they perform to an above average level? We talk Vader here talking about all the defense and blah, 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 and who they have back. Look who Madrid had in their back line. They're getting moved to, man. This tie's over. Just from a stylistic standpoint. And now they have to go there. They can't draw. It's not like they drew the game 2-2 or taking a 1-goal lead. They have to win. That big pitch. Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham. All right. Rudiger could be back, so you could put Tchouaméni back in the midfield. I thought Camavinga was very good in the second half. That's the thing is, they didn't play well. Like I just mentioned the front four. Ceballos I didn't think was good. Yeah, he set up the equalizer, but then gave away the penalty. Camavinga was poor in the first half. Very, very good in the second half. See what I'm saying? And then the fullbacks were, Valverde was decent. Mendy was okay. I thought the two centre-backs did well to an extent. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they won the game. How many players played well? How many players can you say were like a 7 out of 10? I'd say Camavinga, yes. That's it. Tchouaméni was decent, you could argue, but he was probably about 6. Asensio, I thought, was about the same as 6. So they won the game 3-2 when one of their players played. Like, I don't think Camavinga was amazing. Like I said, terrible first half, good second half. Valverde. So you could say Valverde then. So 2 players. But what we're saying is it's max 2. Courtois, you can add in. I thought Courtois did what he was supposed to do, but nothing spectacular. He made the saves you would expect him to make. Could do nothing about either goal. So you got 2 players who played 7 out of 10 max. And you lost the game 3-2. What was Mbappe today? Despite him scoring, 2 out of 10? What was Bellingham today? 2 out of 10. Vinny about a 4-5. The Rodrigo a 3-4. And they lost the game. So if them man would have played 5, let's say they played 6-7s, they would have played to Camavinga's level or Valverde's level. Curtains for these men. It's over. It's over. It's done. Flawless thoughts on the Mbappe goal. The shot went in on a slow. That summed him up. Woeful finish. The goals sum up Real Madrid's attacking players. He's miskicked it. After a poor free kick, not from him, but a poor free kick from Madrid, it's gone back into the mix, and he's shinned it, a miskick volley, and he shinned it in. Even the winning goal, Vinicius has gone to lob Ederson. That's not a pass into Bellingham. He's gone to lob him. And I believe I see Mont say this, where Bellingham and Valverde, Bellingham and Diaz mocking Haaland. Is that why they did that celebration? Villa could well make the final. Flawless, about the title for United, which players do you think is not pleased with Amorim's tactics? If I'm just guessing, Bruno, Garnacho, Dalot. I'm trying to think off the top of my dome. Those 3 stick out. Those are the 3 that stick out to me. Because positional sense, I think they're the ones who are not playing positions they want to play like. Dalot's not a left wing back. Bruno's not a central midfielder. Garnacho's not a left-sided 10. So I can only think of players who are out of position. They're the ones that stick out to me. Those 3, I would say. Maybe Ameno without being moved around. See, Spoop says what connection. Flawless, about the penalty. Wasn't outside the box. The angle they gave make me look like that. No, his right foot was inside the box, so it's a foul. If any of the opposition's player, any limb or any part of the attacking player is on the line, so his foot's on the line, or like any part of him is in the penalty area, it's a penalty. I think that's the rule. Someone check that though. Someone check that. Yeah, go check his right foot is literally inside the box. Just foolish challenge. Foolish. Well, follow me here. You already know, man. Yeah, you already know Sunshine gonna be here hating. But Veya's back. Gubernatorial done his back. Political campaign and all that. What are you saying, Veya, man? He's even got the political smile. You could see him. Vote for me. You know what I'm saying? Run for office. Could imagine you doing
I'm no politician. I'm for the people. I don't do that.
That's exactly what a politician would say. I'm not a politician. I'm for the people.
No,
sounds like a Councilman Tatebar. That's entirely what you would say. You even got the same smile as him. That's the craziest part. It's mad.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
You might both have that, you know what I'm saying, that cheesy grin. Yeah, see that Warrior J. Vote for Vader. See how that rolls off the tongue.
Vote for Vader. That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
It's a fire slogan, a picture.
But no, the reason why I say I'm
big smile. Well, go on, carry.
The reason why I'm saying I'm for the people is because I'm not doing anything for the government.
Facts, we know that. You're for the people. You stand with the people.
Absolutely. I ain't no different. I put my pants on one leg at a time. You know what I mean? I ain't different.
So where we were at? Oh yeah, where was we at? Second, what was we talking about? Second leg. What was we even chatting about before we beat
second leg? We'll deal with that when it comes. We got time. We got time to deal with the second leg.
Yeah, we're gonna get your prediction.
I think we also, if we want to do the whole prediction thing, we can.
Well, I didn't
see any other playing games. I don't know. I saw the results real quickly.
All the ties look pretty much done, apart from one, because PSG beat Brest 3-0, Sporting lost 3-1, and then this one's over, and then there's only like one in the balance. 1 second, so hold up.
This guy said this one's over.
This one's over. So yeah, Brest lost 3-0 to PSG. Dortmund lost 3-0 to Sporting. Juventus PSV, that's not only a live tie. The rest of these ties are done. Pencil in these 3 teams going through. PSG are going through. Dortmund are going through. Real Madrid are going through. It's just a question of Juventus PSV. That's the only one really in the balance, to be honest.
But that's only a 1 goal difference.
Yeah, I know, but the difference is Real Madrid and Juventus. That's a huge difference. A huge difference. That Madrid have all that quality on show. Because I was just saying, as you was gone, there's no individual player from Real Madrid that I'm saying had a great game overall. Like I was saying, that I thought their attack was woeful overall in general.
You don't think the second place Ballon d'Or player had a good game?
Vinicius Jr. No, I don't think he had a good game. I think he was the best of a bad bunch. But if you're saying on a scale of 0 to 10, I'm giving him like a 4 or 5.
With that makeshift defense, had him looking like that.
Yeah, it did, and that's critical of him. That's why I'm critical. I thought Mbappe was horrendous.
You think you're being critical of him and not praising City's defense?
No, you lot did a good job, in particular with Stones in the midfield. Pep got that right, but I would still expect more from both attacks when I look at both defenses. Like I said, I think Camavinga was poor first half, had a very good second half. Valverde was good, but I wouldn't give any of them 8s or 9s. I think they're 7s. I thought their centre backs are probably 6s out of 10, and I thought Mendy probably about 5. And this is the point I'm making. As poor to below average their team was, they still came and collected a dub and scored 3 goals. They play any better, it's over for you. It's curtains. A lot of averages tells you they ain't gonna all play that bad again. All they needed was Vinny, Mbappe, Bellingham, or Rodrigo to be 8 out of 10, and this tie's done scoreline wise.
Yeah, we didn't play that well either, so that's why.
No, didn't. They're a better team than you.
What?
They're a better team than you.
Yeah.
And stylistically, they're all wrong for you too.
They were a better team than us, and
they're a better team than you, yeah.
They didn't play that well. We didn't play that well.
No. I'm saying you have to be at your best to beat them, not the other way around. As today shows. They were not at their best and still had plenty of clear-cut chances, plenty of half chances, and still won the game and scored 3 goals.
I don't think we need to be at our best, but we do need to stop doing what we've been.
You have to be at your best. You think you can go there and win and be 8 out? You think you can go there and be 7 out of 10 and get a result? Bear in mind, you have to win.
I think if we had this same performance, minor the mistakes, because the mistakes happen at the final stage of the game. I think minus the mistakes, we're moving on. Cool. Minus penalties. The mistakes. This is actually
you're banking on penalties, right?
Wait, what?
You're banking on penalties.
I'll accept playing for penalties.
That's not accept playing for penalties. When I say banking on penalties, I'm talking about that's the most logical way you lot go through is penalties. Do you agree with that? I think that's the only way you go through is on penalties to me. Go there, win 3-2, and then boom, is penalty.
I would agree with you if we didn't have Haaland, though. If we didn't have a healthy Haaland, I would agree with you. But I think we can still play for the late stages of a game, even with, and I'm not sure who put that up, but even with the possible return of Rudiger, I think when you have a Haaland, we could get a late winner. I think we could play like a one game. We could play a game where it's like 1-1. Both of us have been going back and forth, and City could get a late winner. But to play for...
We know you ain't keeping a clean sheet, so you got to score 3 goals minimum. And that's just to tie up the game. No, that if you score 3, they score 1, that's to win the game. That's 3 goals just to win the game. And you're not keeping a clean sheet. We all know that.
Yeah, so 2-1 and we play 2-1 penalties. I see that more.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the only. That's your Hail Mary.
Not the only. Stop saying it's not the only.
You watch Marvel. You know when
that's the strongest possibility. No. You're a lyricist. We have command of the language. Wordplay.
You watch Marvel. You know Doctor Strange, and like he tells Hulk the outcomes. That's the only outcome where you win is penalties.
No.
So you go in there, you're not going there and keeping a clean sheet. You're conceding minimum 2 goals, which means you would have to score 3 just to get to extra time and penalties. And you're capable of that. But it's the other side of things.
I don't know. You know what? The funny thing is
I love this, man.
As much as Mbappe was the player to go to Real Madrid, right? Everybody saw the writing on the wall. He was going over there. He hasn't been received nicely by the Madrid.
He's not been performing up to standard. That's why.
And I think if he had the game that he had today at home, I think it's even worse of an outcome. I think it's like heads down, not still making those runs, not still playing the hisses, the boos. I think we play the way we play, minus the errors. We move on, and I could see us. Yes, I agree with you. I could see us scoring 2-1, and it happens to be penalties, and we're able to move
that's
on.
your Hail Mary. That's the only way you go through.
Stop saying only. I can also see a madness. Well, yeah, it could be a 3-1. I could see that.
Sure.
With a man like with a Holland.
Don't get misunderstood. You can score 3 goals there. I'm not disputing that. You're more than capable of going there.
I'm not fighting you on that.
Yeah, that's where we are in 110% agreement.
I also think I can prevent the errors I made.
Yeah, sure. All right, that's where we disagree.
Errors gave them these goals flawless.
Yeah, I know, and you're going to make more.
Brilliant,
you're making errors all season long.
Yeah, and I think you're
going to continue to. Because your defense is just not that good, and your defenders are not that good.
I think with my Nico Gonzalez in the midfield, I think we could have better control because the error with regards to Kovacic was in that role, right? Stones was handling it, and Stones ate my DM, but Stones was handling it. And once we had the shift, and Kova messed up, but I think a true 6/8, but better in that 6. In Nico Gonzalez, I think we can handle that better and prevent some of the errors that cost us late in the game. I also want to figure out, and I think Pep's going to find out who is going to be playing right back with maybe a sub in the Newcastle game or on the training pitch. What?
I hope it's Nunes.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean,
I hope that's okay for me. I hope it's Nunes playing right back.
I enjoy the show. I expect you to be hating on what we might be doing. So yeah, absolutely. That's all good.
I'm with it, man. Yeah, it's barbecue chicken alert. To the NBA to Cole Eddie, that's shooting over a chair.
I'm gonna go back. And check it out. Check out some of these watch alongs, some of these hate alongs, and see what the vibe was like. See what the conversations were like when it was, 1-0 to when it was 1-1.
It's that Real Madrid didn't take their chances before the first goal. That's what the vibe was. I was annoyed. I'm like, you lot can't be missing all them chances.
What prevented them from taking those chances?
Terrible misses. Terrible finishing. Why I said their attack was horrendous. And also their midfield was woeful. In particular, the first half. Ceballos I thought was dreadful. Bellingham, I've mentioned it. Camavinga had a poor half. Don't let Rudiger go back in.
And I think we only get better. And flawless. I think they only get better in midfield. And
I think they only get better too.
In their midfield. How do they get better in their midfield?
Tchouaméni in there instead of Ceballos. Is an incredible, is a big difference. Or Modric in there instead of Ceballos.
So you're gonna start Modric?
No, I'm saying pick one. I'm saying it's an option. Modric is better than Ceballos in there. But forget that. Rudiger at centre back, Tchouaméni in midfield alongside Camavinga is a miles better midfield off rip.
Okay. I think, but you've been watching more. Haven't the Real Madrid fans complaining about they don't really have control when they have that type of dynamic in the midfield?
No, I think it's just more so them just missing Cruz and not replacing them in the summer. That's the issue.
Yeah. So they don't have them. But now when you talk about Tchouaméni, Camavinga in that midfield, where's the balance?
That's better than Ceballos and Camavinga. Even though it's not perfect. It's better.
All right.
And I don't think they need to be that the greatest to beat you because your midfield isn't better than theirs. A midfield of Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and
Jude
Bellingham is better than any midfield you can put out there.
Okay. Well, you haven't seen Nico Gonzalez play.
Well, so yeah, unless this guy can walk on water and is Jesus reincarnated, I think even him. Let's say he's Rodri level. Actually, I'll go one further. At a fully fit Rodri at his very best, I don't think you have a better midfield than them. Pick one. Let's add it in. Rodri, and who's the two alongside him? What's your best midfield for this game? Let's say hypothetically, Rodri's fit. So Rodri, and who's the other two? This going to be gone.
KDB and Bernardo Silva.
Okay, I don't think that's better than Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Bellingham. Hey, chat, let me know which midfield three is better.
Wow.
And I've give you actually
the disrespect to Ballon d'Or. It's crazy.
No, Rodri's cold. The other two are the problems.
KDB's a problem.
Yes, in this game.
Wow.
Because he can't run, like you said, he can't run up and down. You know what your biggest problem is and why you lot struggle so much is because you lot can't deal with midfields that are athletic.
I don't need
that is a athletic midfield. That's worst case scenario for you lot. You know why? Because all the man can run.
Flawless. I had to deal with them last year. What are you talking about?
Who?
I had to deal with Real Madrid last year.
Yeah, wait, was it the same? That wasn't the midfield though. He got it wrong. That was not the midfield, was it? It was Cruz and Modric. Was it not?
There's a reason why
there's a
reason why the great.
You're talking about when they knocked you out on penalties. Which game?
Exactly.
First leg or second leg? First or second leg?
No, they knocked us out on penalties. They didn't even play to attack this midfield that you're describing.
Oh, they didn't. All right, so you're talking about the game was 1-1, right? Was it 1-1?
Yeah.
Overall. Okay. Now I'm just pulling up the midfield to see. Let's see. 1 second. I'm just pulling up.
The manager that you consider the greatest.
One of the best, absolutely.
One of the best. Chose not to have this.
So their midfield was, correct. It was Camavinga, Cruz, Bellingham. That was the midfield he went with.
And he chose, and he sees.
And you had Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva.
I just spoke, and I just said the midfield that I would want versus this combination.
And this isn't the same De Bruyne. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva were better players last season than they are this season.
Yeah.
And they not. Especially Bernardo Silva, he's falling off a cliff.
You gave me a hypothetical. I told you what my best three were. You gave me their best three, and I'll take my chances on it. Now, do I need these guys playing for 90 minutes? No, but you threw in the Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is a game changer. I'm not taking any.
He definitely is. So, I was just trying to help you out by saying because you mentioned
you gotta help me out. Help me out. I know what I'm talking about over here.
Because you said, well, we got Nico Gonzalez, so I'm making the point. Gonzalez. Even if Gonzalez is Rodri level, your midfield is still not better than theirs. Okay. That's the point I was making.
Marginal.
It's not marginal. No, it's not. And we have to add in stylistically.
You are saying all this. You are saying all this even before you see Nico Gonzalez play for us in that midfield. So we got some time to see. All right. Well, I don't know if Pep's
even going to start.
I don't know if Pep's going to hint at it in the Newcastle game. I don't know. But I think we're going to see something very different on the second leg. Now, the second legs, we got time. We'll cook that when it's time to come. We've got a midfield that could be very different from what we saw in this first leg. Now,
sure.
A lot's transpired, and I want to be cognizant of time because I know it's late over on your end. I know I'm going to soon be getting the messages, wifey, prayer times with the kids. So I want to be cognizant of all that. Now,
of course.
A lot's happened, Flawless.
Kind of a lot's happened.
A lot's happened. I try to be respectful. I know that every game's important.
You disrespect teams respectfully. I rate it still. I'm not gonna lie. You are very respectful with your disrespect.
I don't disrespect.
Uncle Merdo, you are disrespectful respectfully. It's great though. Go on, carry on.
I don't know. Chad, let Flawless know if you agree that I'm disrespectful.
Is he Hey, chat, is Vega disrespectful respectfully? Let me know.
Chat, let them know. I don't think I'm disrespectful. But a few things that have happened.
You're number one in that? No, Uncle Murder's number one. You're number two in that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Murder where he disrespects people respectfully. You're one, he won. You're two. Yeah. See how he does that? If you did the wrap up, it would be like that. So go on, carry on. That's why you laugh.
No, respect the roundups. Yeah, the
roundups. I love him.
The roundups are quality. Now, I find it, and again, humble beginnings, right? Many want to tell me I won the lotto, right? They want to tell me, where's your history been? What does history only start with consecutive winnings? Or does history start when you've won an FA Cup before another club was even thinking of winning one? Does history start when you won, what was considered a Cup Winners' Cup? Like, when does history start? When do they want to kind of pick and choose all this stuff, right? But
the inception of your club is when history starts.
It's from if your club was founded and your club was actually able to win a major before the next club was also founded around that time. What do we talk about history? Or is it an accumulation? Is it the amount of winning to then say, oh, because you've won so much, now your history actually means something? But if I won something before you ever won something, respect my history. I'm going to just say this. I respect all competition. I'm hearing some things, right? There's a club that happens to be red, like you guys, your whole red cartel. There has to be a club.
Why do you say red cartel? We don't like them, You know what I'm saying?
Just you don't like them, but you guys make moves together to try to still control the league. You guys made moves to not have any additional competition. Y'all never wanted Chelsea at the table.
Facts. Makes sense. 100%.
Yeah,
Chelsea. I'm with you on that.
So when you guys are always trying to keep them at arm's length, and I'm trying to break through, that's why I
say enemy's my friend, man.
All right. Well,
it's like a Royal Rumble, where you just see random alliances. That's all that is.
Temporary alliances. I see it.
That's it.
Similar interests.
I'm all for it, man.
I'm for.
Hey, Warrior J, hold that, man. Fuck all the ups. I just want my team to do well. I don't care how we do it. Fuck you, love.
It's that type of energy. It's that type of karma that's now biting you right now. I want to point out.
Yeah. It's my fault. Yeah.
I want to point out that I respect all competitions. I've been like that. You think I'm gonna disrespect? You think I was upset when my club was winning 4 league cups in a row?
I know where you're going with this.
You think I was upset when my club was winning 4 league cups in a row? No, I was like, yeah, go and get that. Let's do that. Let me see them raise their armpits in February. Celebrate that. When my club was going out and I had Yaya do a madness and break that 34, 35 year banner that you United frauds used to always.
Oh yeah, that was that banner. Yeah, that banner was great
against us. When Yaya brought us that FA Cup, I was like, boom, let's go. I respect that. I want that. And just because I've been able to win 4 in a row, never done before, you think I'm then going to look back on FA Cups and League Cups and be like, no, they're beneath me? Oh, no, I'm looking at other things. Oh, I want this and that. No, I'm not going to do the whole bigger fish to fry. I'm not going to do the old silver lining. I want it all.
That's one thing we agree on.
Respect. Well, we agree on many things.
We do agree on. Yeah, we actually do agree on a lot. It's just that what we disagree on, we strongly disagree on. But we agree on most things.
Absolutely. And we'll have you know what? We might do a season wrap up in terms of things that we were in disagreement with and who was right, who was wrong. We'll have to do something like that. But I want to point out, why are Liverpool fans the same ones telling me when I didn't win a Champions League, it's about the Champions League, guys. You guys winning these Prems. Oh, okay. Wait until you win a Champs. That's what it's all about. You guys winning the Champs. That's what you guys need to be going for. Why are these same people, men and women, talking out of both sides of their mouth now, talking about all that matters is the league? All that they want is the Prem.
You know why, Bill?
Why?
Because they went out. That's why.
So it's a narrative. They're copping out.
Because if they would have beat Plymouth, it would have been we on for everything.
This can't be accepted. This can't be acceptable. This should not be. If you're propping yourself up as one of the English league institutions, I need to hear you talk about all of these competitions with respect.
Agreed.
I don't want to hear about this silver lining. Oh, we didn't really want it. It didn't matter. I'm happy to lose. How are you happy to lose to Plymouth?
I don't think anyone said they're happy to lose, though. I didn't see anyone say they're happy to lose.
They were okay. All right.
I see some downplaying it though. In regards,
let me say they were okay with being out of the competition.
Yeah, there was some downplay. There was some downplaying of it, which I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing that. I'm with you on that.
Okay with being out of the competition?
Yeah, I'm not with that.
What?
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not having that.
So it's different. It's one thing if you happen to lose in a United City and another club at your level knocks you out. But if you were, sorry, Flawless, I'm across the pond. I'm all the way over here in Toronto. I'm not immersed in all of the leagues like you. Where's Plymouth in terms of the divisions of football?
They're in one second.
Are they Division 2? Are they like
Plymouth? They're bottom of the championship.
Bottom of the championship.
Yeah, worst team in the championship, lost the most.
Worst team in the championship. And I got Liverpool fans. I got Liverpool fans calm. I'm watching at some of these reactions, and they're calm with what they saw against Plymouth Argyle. Really? This manager that's getting mad props, this manager that's figured it out, he's doing things that Klopp wasn't able to do. He's managing. His rotation's brilliant. How he has these players play, they're not going to get burnt out. Okay, they're not going to get burnt out. Why are they also not available for something like this to stay in this competition? If this manager is able to kind of manage minutes, if he's able to make sure that there's no one burning out, redlining, why is he not keeping some of these heavy hitters, which you clearly needed, versus Plymouth Argyle? Where were these heavy hitters available to stay in this competition? Because I myself and Flawless, you know why when we walk into the Prem Club, why all the gals are around us? Because we respected the competitions and we wanted everything. We wanted that treble. I hear Liverpool, an institution, okay with not being able to pursue a treble? Wild. If there's anything you should have been prioritizing or not prioritizing, it's the League Cup. Because you should be going out for what is, and I say it all the time, I want the glory. I want the story. I want Pixar. I want Disney Plus. I want it all. I want the trouble. You guys should be wanting the trouble. It was way too calm, way too nonchalant, way too acceptable to be like, yeah, you know what, we should have, never should have really put any high expectations to remain in this competition and pursue. Listen, when you're only reaching for the ceiling, you'll never reach the stars. You'll never do what Flawless and I are proudly able to talk about any chance we get. I had to hear it for years. United fans tell me about the trouble. You know what kind of motivation that is? Motivation to encourage my team, encourage my manager, remind them if I can do my little part on social media, I can make sure my comments, my retweets are all about that. I hear so many apologies, so many, you know what? The league's more important.
Which I disagree. Which I do indeed disagree.
So I absolutely love, because I'm not having the best season. Whenever I'm down, you know who's sniffing around ready to try and pounce? It's Liverpool. I'm looking so poor. United ain't doing anything this year. Liverpool are probably going to run away with it. So if you're going to run away with this and there's now no chance of a treble, I'm a lot calmer. I'm a lot relaxed.
Yeah, they can get a treble, but not the treble, which is good. But you know what that is? That's just copium. Because it's an embarrassing defeat. Only thing that Slot got wrong was not having his big guns on the bench. That's the only thing he got wrong. The lineup was calm. That should be good enough to go and beat Plymouth. But not having Salah and Gravenberch and McAllister on the bench is where he made his errors.
Listen what you're saying. This Liverpool fan are hilarious to me. Hilarious. You need heavy hitters. Van Dijk, 70-something million signing. You need Mo Salah. You need Mo Salah.
When it's going wrong, yeah.
To play against, to get a result against. Sorry, you said bottom of the championship, like
bottom of the championship, 24, literally 24.
You need Van Dijk to help you keep a clean sheet. You need Mo Salah to help you score a goal against Plymouth Argyle, bottom of the championship. Hilarious. Now the only thing that I'm looking at right now, I'm like, ooh, we might have seen something. We might have seen something when it comes down to life post these stars.
Oh, absolutely. They definitely they're not in trouble because that's too far, but
they're in trouble.
They have a big job on their hands.
No, they're in trouble. You know why they're in trouble?
Well, why are they in trouble?
They're in trouble because, and I respect FSG. FSG, most efficient owners I have seen. They win. Don't do that.
Yeah, I do that. Hey, you lot, if anything, you lot know how the rules apply, man. You know what I'm saying? Where is it, man? Hey, American Waffle rules apply here, people. American Waffle. If you want Beta to shut up for 5 minutes, blue super chat. If you want him to be quiet for 10 minutes, green super chat. If you want him to be quiet for 20 minutes, orange super chat. Want him to be quiet for 30 minutes, red super chat. American Waffle rules apply solely to this show. Big up to TJ because he was kind enough to let me take these rules, people. And look at the way I'm looking in that picture right there. Vegas probably said something crazy, and I'm like, all right, here you go, this guy. But yes,
it looks like Marshall speaking.
It might be Marshall. It's one of you two. Same crook, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing that we on that show and you got 3 of the biggest criminals in UTJ and Marshall on that. Absolutely. Absolutely. But waffle rules apply, people. American waffle rules apply. If you want Vader to be quiet for 5 minutes, blue super chat. And if you want to unmute him, then the super chat needs to, there we go.
Oh, look at this guy.
Big up, man. So back to it, people. You got to be quiet. How long is that? Is that 5? Yeah, it's a 5 minutes. So it's 1:47 now.
Nah, we ain't doing this.
So yeah, make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV. Spoops, appreciate it. So how it would work, people, let me actually pray. So now Vader just got to be quiet for 5 minutes. But yeah, back to, we were talking quickly about Liverpool. They do have a big job on their hands and their manager just got it wrong. That's all it was. Their manager got it wrong and he has to hold that. But you can't get these things wrong. You know what I'm saying, Teach? Because you're a UTJ, that's why. But big up to you, I appreciate it. But you're definitely a criminal. Look at this panel, man. You know what I'm saying? Crooks. Well, I appreciate it, Spoobs, as well. And it also works for me as well, if the waffle cell system, if you want me to be quiet, same as well, people. But where was we at? Back to Manchester City. They ain't got a prayer in this, man. They ain't got a prayer. Like, that's just what it is. They ain't got a prayer in the second tie. Vader knows it. And I told him this beforehand. We want Manchester. We want Real Madrid. Valiant effort. I want the story to be this way. This is not Sony. You know what I'm saying? This is not Universal. You know what I'm saying? This is not Disney. This is not Marvel. This ain't no Fox film, people. There ain't no Fox film. You don't get no extras for the story and how you got there, people. You get to none of that whatsoever. Zero with that. Win the tie. I bet he wish that, bring us Real Madrid. I bet he wish he didn't have to go to the Bernabeu now. It's the last place he wanted to go. You got Brest, you got PSG, you got Ajax, you got Juventus. Who was the other tie as well? You've got Sporting, you've got Dortmund. I guarantee you'd rather be going away to any of those grounds. You'd rather be going away to Brest, PSG, Dortmund, Sporting, the rest, any of them in the playoffs. But now this is what happens, people. And he says, like, when he said, Vader said to me earlier, karma comes around. Like, this is karma for him. Because I said you were going to bring me Real Madrid. This is what we want. And see how karma licks your clap. They didn't even play well. Came to your patch, scored 3 goals and left comfy with the win. And it was heartbreaking after putting out the banner that was in the stands. Beautiful. And they going to go to the Bernabeu and we don't even have to wait 2 weeks, people. We don't even, that's City's title challenge is knocked over. You know what I'm saying? That's their Premier League charge. Knocked over. Clean that, you know what I'm saying? It's over for these, man. All they've got left is the FA Cup. And granted, I actually think Pep will stay and fight for and turn it around. I think he will actually do that. And I can't wait to see how this is done. Everyone's, because if this carries on, Pep has to do this, has to rebuild and go again. Slot, if he loses Van Dijk, Trent, Salah, he has to go again. Ruben has to step up. Everybody. There's no hiding for no one. Spurs will probably have a new manager. So it's on for him as well. Chelsea, Maresca's under pressure. Who am I missing? And Arsenal, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Vader's boy, Arteta's good. You know what I'm saying? Arteta's blessed. He's under no pressure whatsoever. But the rest of the 5 of the 6 are all under pressure, especially Pep. Because of the level we hold him to. You're the best manager in the league, clearly. You're one of the GOATs. You're at that table already. This is just extras for you, look. So with that, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that Vader said, bring me the toughest. See what happens. Karma. Because Vader's been saying this before the play. I want the toughest opponent. Bring me Real Madrid. And now we got Real Madrid. Bet he wish he weren't going to the Bernabeu now, 3-2 down. I bet Pep and the players weren't trying to go to. We have to win. You can't go there and draw. Penalties is their only shoot. They're like us. 1% chance, 99% faith. That's where they're at. Hopefully Arteta is the next City manager. That'd be poetic justice. I'd love nothing more than Arteta to be City manager. And then hear Vader try and defend Arteta's moves. See if he defends him going 5 years without a trophy at Manchester City. Love that. Absolutely. Hey, I get why whoever created this American waffle cell system, salute to you. I don't know if it was TJ, if it was Staffy, whoever. Beautiful. That's why Vader's on mute, people. For those that don't know, I'll explain this for the last minute. Oh, it is beautiful. So this is how it works, but only on this show. Only on this show. Blue super chat, 5 minutes. Either me or Vader gotta shut up. Green super chat, 10 minutes. Orange super chat, 20 minutes. Red super chat, 30 minutes. But you can unmute someone, but it has to just supersede what's it called, the original super chat. But make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Make sure you do so, man. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's beautiful. Shout out to TJ, man, every single time. Flawless, would you be happy if you win Europa and City finish 5th and you get the Champions League spot and City get Europa? Oh, I'd be poetic justice. I'd love nothing more than that. That would just add insult to injury. Not only us just scamming another trophy, because we are money in the bank, man, like Troop said. That's what United are. You hear our music hit, and we come running down the ramp, and everyone's just like, oh, these lot again. And we trying to cash in that money in the bank. So, yeah. That's our only aim, is to try and scam a trophy, whether it's FA Cup or Europa League. But I'm sure Veta's got plenty to say in the last 5 minutes. Floor's yours, man. What are you telling me, Veta?
This is crazy. Listen, that's no poetic justice. The last time United were in the Champions League, they disrespected, they actually humiliated the Prem. They finished last of their group. We don't want another thing like that. So
you still back that manager who did that, but we move.
I didn't back the manager. I backed the owners for why they gave him time to try to get it right. I said, if there's more that need to be seen, and I also gave him credit for year 1. He had a poor year 2. Let's see what he does year 3. We do this all the time. I was giving him some context. Now, this before someone
Prime, before you carry on, Prime, just for this show only. That's it. Go on, carry on as you were.
Yeah, this is crazy. Now, the thing that I want to point out before someone does a messed up super chat is I need everyone to respect the cups. Respect the cups. You're not big. You're not bigger than the competition. You're not an institution where these don't matter. And again, be respectful of what you said in the past to what matters now, because you all told me the Prem wasn't that big of a deal. You should be focused on Champions League. So Liverpool fans have that same energy. That's all I'm asking for. What Warrior Jay's got to say?
And then, this is some more information in regards to the game. So Grealish and Akanji could be both ruled out for Real Madrid versus City in the Champions League playoff second leg. Pep Guardiola, I don't know yet, but if they're gone out for muscular reasons, maybe they will not be there. Pep on your second half says, in the second half, we tried to attack too quick. And that's what happens when you're not so precise. Real Madrid are quicker. After what happened, sometimes you're not the best. You're not the best performance we've had in the last season, but it happens because they're an exceptional team. But it happened many times. Thoughts on Pep's comments?
No, I hear it when he talks about attacking too quick, because when we move too quickly, that was actually costly for the 2 errors. The last 2 goals that they scored was us not, again, we got to manage the game. We got to play within the moment. We didn't need to rush anything. So if the pass isn't there, recycle it.
Thanks.
We always had Ederson to pass back to. Kova really cost us with that last goal. And then Ederson, again, too quick, trying to do something in transition. That kick into that kick was terrible. So I agree with what Pep's saying here. I also need to see how we bounce back. And when I say bounce back, I don't mean the second leg. I need us to see how we play versus Newcastle. How we manage things, and then we move. But again, this is Real Madrid as well. So it's not like I didn't get embarrassed losing to Plymouth. I got embarrassed on a first leg to Real Madrid. Very different.
Oh, yeah, very, very different. This is Ruben Diaz. Says, I don't even know what to say. It's just not an easy one to take, especially after the game we played, the momentum we were going through. It's never easy to get one out of these and then let it go the way we did in the end. It's just very frustrating. Mario J has a couple questions for you as well, says. Where is it? Hold up. Vaya, the reason Flawless said that is because this season you've been conceding late goals. Are you still confident going to their place and keep a clean sheet? You confident going there and keeping a clean sheet?
Clean sheet, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Keeping a clean sheet, I haven't been able to do that often.
Facts, man.
It's Real Madrid.
I keep telling you, man, you like a bed when Lily Phillips is around, but carry on as you were. Go on.
I'm not familiar with who that is. I live a very clean life.
So do I. Well,
you'll have to tell me in the comments who that person is.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Go on. Yeah, I think the chat.
Now he thinks that's her name. Now now keeping a clean sheet, and I don't think this person keeps clean sheets. But when it comes down to keeping a clean sheet at the Bernabeu, I can't say that we're going to do that. I honestly can't. Are we going to outscore them? We need to outscore them by 1 goal. That's really what the mission is. And is it a Hail Mary? Is it the only way to win? No, but it's probably the most probable one. Is a 1 goal lead, go to penalties, and then and then we see what happens. Losing out on penalties, according to UEFA, officially, it's not an actual loss, but it's a way to advance. And I think that's
penalties ain't a loss. Did you just say?
No, when you lose out on penalties in the cup competitions, it's not registered as a loss.
Yeah, that's just stupidness. That's foolishness.
No, it's like a toss of the coin, flip of the coin.
You lost.
No, but it's still like
you lost. Like if you lose on penalties,
it's like rock paper scissors. It's like saying I lost because I flipped a coin, and you didn't really lose.
No, you lost. If we do heads or tails of the coin, and you win I lost the coin toss.
Listen, when you watch this much football, you understand that going out on penalties doesn't count as a loss. Right, Don't try to change the rules. Why are you trying to change? Right. You moving like a red cartel, trying to make rules that benefit you.
So when Italy, England, wait, Yeah, when Italy played England, did they lose the Euros final?
They lost the Euro final.
Did they lose the final?
FIFA rules, I'm not sure how it works within FIFA rules. In UEFA rules, it doesn't register as a loss. Yeah, but check might know.
Yeah, check. I think it's the same.
Yeah,
chat. Let me know if FIFA and UEFA class that as the same. We're just letting you. Just letting me know.
I'm just saying what
Chelsea fans let me know in 08 when United. All right, so let me ask you this: when United played Chelsea in 08 in the Champions League, did they lose the final
on penalties?
Yeah, so they lost. So they lost on penalties. Okay. All right, I was just checking.
They didn't lose the game, but they lost on penalties. I think that's a clear.
So they took an L then. So it says in the history books, it will say winner, lose. So if I check right now and go back to 2008, Champions League winner and Champions League loser, it will say Chelsea loser.
I think it'll say winner and runner-up. I don't think it'll call you losers.
Okay, and what's runner-up classed as? Is that not second place? Is that not first place loser? Well, hey, you lot. Hey, you lot. American waffle rules apply, man. Hey, this is on you lot. You know what I'm saying? American. We just clarify this, people. American waffle rules apply. I'm talking about these rules that apply. Hey, 5 minutes if you want to hear Vader. Shut up, blue super chat. Green is 10, orange is 20, red is 10. And it goes to me as well. I'm just letting you lot know. I'm gonna keep promoting this during the show because this is outrageous. This is outrageous. Oh, fucking outrageous. Oh, Potts raid. Big up Potts, man, for the raid. Every single time. Big up Potts, man. Shout out Dan Potts. Big up 12 podcast as well. But yeah, I know you got a dip, Vader, before you do indeed leave. Scoreline prediction for both games, my friend. Starting at home to Newcastle.
You know what? I gotta look. Let me see what time we play. Because
3 p.m. kickoff.
That's gonna be
after Leicester Arsenal.
I'm after the Arsenal result.
Yeah, that's actually one of the 3 p.m. kicks.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's crazy, Bram. You know, it will say runner up, not loss. Man who's runner up and loser. Let me Google that. Is runner up and loser the same thing?
No.
And loser the same thing. Let's see.
Yo, Prime, don't do that. I don't talk like no Arsenal fan. Don't do that. I don't brag about winning league games. Oh, they got
competition.
5-1
in competition, the runner-up is usually the person who comes in second place.
Yeah.
We'll go on, carry on as you were, man. City Newcastle.
I'm gonna know what happened in the Arsenal game. That'll be some motivation. Newcastle will also know what happened in the Arsenal game.
Yep.
I'm home. I like my odds at home. I'm going to say this is going to be a boring 2-1.
2-1 City, yeah?
2-1 City.
Okay.
The person to score will be Gordon, not Isak.
First. And second leg Champions League playoffs, man.
See, this is what annoys me with this guy. Why is he so happy? Why? Do you want City out because you think Real Madrid have a better chance of knocking Liverpool out?
I even thought about it like that. Yeah, they do, but I just want you lot out. That's all.
Why? We're not good.
Because you're capable of winning it. We've had this discussion. You're capable. I don't need that chance. It might be a slim chance, but you're capable. You have a manager and the players. Like I said this to you before. I'll say it again. After this is the quarterfinals. So you could win. You're capable of winning 4 games to win a competition. You have the players.
Yeah. No.
So I need you. And plus, I just need more. I can't stand you lot. I just need more misery. So it is for you. I hate all the rivals. I want all the English sides out the Champions League. You, Liverpool, Arsenal. Who's the other one?
You Flawless.
One more.
Flawless. I was thinking about this.
Villa, I don't mind actually. Go on.
I mean, there's some hopes that Forest could do it. There's some hopes,
yeah.
But would it really be that bad if Arsenal won the league this year?
Yes, it'd be absolutely horrendous. They're the most annoying fan base on the planet. Thanks, Prime. Bless. I appreciate it, Tino. Thank you. I can't remember who it was. Thank you. But yeah, Villa, I don't mind.
Villa?
But yeah, no, it'd be Arsenal winning a game is a look what happened when they beat you lot. When that was a one-off game.
Arsenal are the Red Spurs. When they beat us, it's like, oh, they did something.
Look how annoying their fan base is, and they've done nothing in the social media era. They haven't won any major trophy in the social media era. And they're annoying and loud now. If we give them a Premier League, it's a wrap. You'll never. They'll be in the chat now.
Do you think? I think their downfall might be longer standing if they were to win than if they were to lose because they're going to get a better manager.
How they gonna get a better? I don't think they sack Cartel.
If they lose, you don't think they sack?
No, they ain't sacking Cartel.
If he doesn't finish second, I think they do sack him.
Okay, that's where we disagree. I think he could finish third. I think they'll finish second, but as long as he finishes inside the top, because Champions League will probably be top 5. So as long as he finishes inside the top 5, he's cool, calm, and safe. Your boy Arteta's got a job there, and I'm with it. Arteta in.
I think he's in jeopardy if he finishes anything outside of top. If he finishes third or less, I think he's in jeopardy.
What's the difference between third and fourth, in your opinion?
The managers that prove to be better than him.
So if he finishes behind Pep, Maresca, and Slot, that's a problem.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Again, I don't think that's a problem in their eyes. It's about monies for them.
Okay.
It's a money grabbing thing, and they'll be in the Champions League. They'll be in the champs.
I hear you. You got bankers as well. So you know.
Just the ownership be praised, and now they're bankers. But yeah, we move. I don't think they're there anymore.
Who says I praise your? I don't praise your owners.
Oh, they're not that bad and and all this and blah blah blah.
Why is it blah blah blah? Listen, we're gonna
because it's hella. That's why you laughing. It's just hella nonsense.
No. You know what it is? You know what's got me laughing? And I don't like this. We're gonna talk about this off camera a little later. I don't like this pushing to silence me. I don't like this. If the chat want to do it, let the chat do it. You trying to do the whole promo. You doing Super Bowl advertisements for this super chat silence Vader games. I don't like that. If it happens naturally, let it happen.
I've not got it on the screen. I need to figure out a way to put it on the screen like they have. So what Vader's talking about, for those that don't know going forward, is American Waffle Rules apply. Fantastic show. I had the privilege of being on there as well. Where do I pull it up? So this is it, people. And this applies because Vader here trying to play the victim, as always. This applies to both of us. So if you want either of us to shut up for 5 minutes, blue super chat. Green super chat, 10 minutes. Orange super chat, 20 minutes. Red super chat, 30 minutes. And if one of us gets muted, you then have to do a super chat that supersedes the amount, whatever, to then unmute us and get us out of jail. That's what it is. So that's why I was doing it, because I don't have a graphic of it. I need to figure out how to do a graphic.
This guy's doing commercials like the Super Bowl. Wow.
Hey, man, got a promo, man. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
Be to the level. So like that's what it is in regards to to that. But yeah, why I'm so happy, because you lot are going out the Champions League. City misery gives me great joy. It's fantastic. And it was unexpected with you lot as well, which makes it even better. If someone would have told me the start of February, City will only have the FA Cup to play for, I'd have been like, not a chance. So that also, seeing your downfall this season has been beautiful. Yes, we're terrible, I'm fully aware. But yours has been great.
No, I hear it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I say moments like these, Flawless, moments like these, when I'm down bad, when I got a flat tire, I'm freaking good.
No, he did it for me. Set the time.
Bless.
Yeah,
let me put this
set
up.
the time with them.
All right.
Go on.
We're gonna close out this show perfectly. Let me set this up. All right, boom. This is what makes this show amazing. If you haven't subscribed to Sarcasm City TV, Flawless does an amazing show. Mandem United meets Mandem City. We speak on it, and I've been an admirer of this show from time. There used to be beautiful guests in Yan, City fan. She would join Flawless. They would talk about it. I would be in the comments here and there trying to put in my 2 cents. I had to get on screen. I had to get a chance to talk to this man face to face, because what he would say about my club needed to be addressed. And also now this man's got to remain silent. Now he's doing his whole prep thing. He's probably meeting a gal later. I'm going to be making sure that when I speak on City, you guys hear what I have to say. City are deserving or can be expected to have a drop-off year. The drop-off year is kind to be expected. Was it going to look like this? No, it was never going to look like this until the injuries happened. It was never going to look like this until this kind of happened. Now, if you want to question my manager, you think that he's lost it? Okay, go ahead, do that. This manager committed for another 2 years. This manager also was able to influence and say, listen, I may be here for only 2 years, but Erling Haaland, the most clinical, the most efficient. I know efficiency because I speak on FSG. Haaland is the most efficient striker. He doesn't need any touches. 2, 3, 4 touches. Boom. 2, 3, 4 touches, scoring goals. Every time he plays in the Champions League, every game he's played in the Champions League, he scores. He convinced this player, Pep, who's only going to be here for 2 years, he convinced that player to be here for another. He's going to be here for 9.5. 9.5 years. That's what we got Haaland for. So yeah, laugh at me right now. Smile and be all giddy that I'm going to crash out of the Champions League. It's happening this season. For me to play for the FA Cup, if that's all I got to play for and make sure that I'm in top 4, best believe what I'm going to do. Best believe I'm getting this top 4. If that's all I got to do. Best believe I'm going to make life difficult for all those other clubs that happen to remain in this FA Cup. Plymouth Argyle is my next opponent. They embarrass. You want to talk about embarrassing? You want to talk about being humbled? You want to talk about being reminded to not pipe up so much? Liverpool just crashed out at FA Cup to Plymouth Argyle. That's my next opponent. I'm going to handle business. We'll see who I got to play next, but I'm going to handle business with Plymouth Argyle. And if the FA Cup is all that I'm playing for, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that proudly. Will I parade it? No. I'm not going to do a Liverpool and parade a League Cup and FA Cup. I'm not going to do nothing silly like that. I'm going to take this FA Cup humbly. I'm going to take the top 4 humbly, and we're going to move for next season. I can already tell right now how not even half, all of you are going to give your predictions on who's winning the league next season. I already know. I already know who you're going to say you're most likely to win the league next year. Right, you can write it right now. Nothing's going to change in August or whenever the transfer window happens. You guys are already going to put my name at the top of the list. So I'm calm right now. I'm going to take this. Y'all try to humble me. Y'all try to take your shots. It's all fun and games right now. Enjoy it. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back like Arnold in Terminator. I'll be back. That is where I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling right now. So it's all calm. And listen, the super chat, listen, Spooby, brilliant. If you have the means, if you have the ability, know that you can always silence Flawless. You want one of these? You want me to be able to speak like this? And I know I spoke on Liverpool here and there, but you want me to speak like this? Drop that super chat. I've never enjoyed Flawless so much until now. This silence, 5 minutes of silence, different. I'm sure his auntie and uncles, a child is to be seen and not heard. This is what we got right now. This is what we got. Enjoy it. This is how we closing out the show. I'm Bader Games. Bader Games TV is my channel. Subscribe. I'm going to be honest with you. I need to do more shows, but I got 3 shows in particular that I got in rotation. CIA is one that I'm very proud of. Intelligent Agendas. I love doing it. I speak on what the rivals don't like to hear. I bring things to the surface that they're not ready about. And another thing is, I got Why Always Me. Few topics I always have on the screen, always on this side of the screen, a few topics that I go through. And then my last show, which is probably going to get revamped. It's going to get rebranded because it's the 115, one question, 50 minutes. But I'm going to have to rebrand the 115 because you know what? we chilling with the 115, baby. That 115 ain't going to hit. It's not going to be 115. It's going to be something a little calm, a little slap on the wrist. And we move.
My Lord. Oh, my. Before you go, couple things. 3 things, actually. 1, I fully agree in regards to you need to do more shows. That's one of the things. Definitely make sure you don't subscribe to Bader Games TV. Secondly, scoreline prediction for that game. Real Madrid, Manchester City. As you are 3-2 down. And I got a question from Prime before you go. But I had to get to that one first. Scoreline prediction. Here we go.
Scoreline prediction even before I played Newcastle.
Yeah, because we won't talk till after that game.
Oh man, the Bernabeu.
See, your fault, Boops. Your fault. Yeah, Egypt.
2-1.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1 who?
What do you mean 2-1? You think I'm predicting against my club?
Maybe you seen the light. Maybe that 5 minutes, me being in jail, you actually was like, all right, let me swear. All right, my thought process. I don't have to be shameless.
My information right now, from what I saw in this game, I had silly errors that brought them back into the game. I think it's 2-1. I think it's 2-1 City.
2-1 City. And then who goes through on penalties?
Wait. You asked me score predictions. Why? What's with the bonus?
Because we need to know. Because we need to
know.
No,
you said score predictions. I gave you a score.
Yeah, I said 3 questions. That's the third one. So there you go.
No, the third question.
2-1. That is the third question. I said you need to do more shows. Now I had 3 things. I said you need to do more shows. I need a scoreline prediction. We're not getting away with this.
I thought the third question was prime.
So you've got it going to penalties. That's for certain. You got it going penalties.
I see penalties.
Do you win a pen? City on pens. Because you got it going to pens, and you don't, like you said to me, you don't bet against your club. All right, you. Do you lose another shootout to Real Madrid because they've got your number? He knows it, man.
To dare to dream.
Now he sounded like Tony. To dare to dream, stars are aligning. The grass is greener. The sky is bluer. The water's colder. You know what I'm saying? The beach is nicer.
The sky is blue. Listen, the Caribbean oceans, the water is blue as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, we go to penalties, and we have dramatics in the penalty shootout. Ederson versus Courtois. Yeah, City go out on City, go through. City advance.
Okay, as I see it right now. So 2-1 City overall, people, normal time, extra time, and then
extra time
penalties. Yeah. They're putting Real Madrid out on penalties in the Bernabeu. You heard
I think we do it
from Via Games TV.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, we ain't getting no late winner in extra time.
Nah. Oh, why are you saying 3-1? Yeah.
No. 2-1. 2-1 penalties.
See, Lauren, you know this, Lauren. I know this. We all know this, but we gotta let
Lauren, why are you being like that?
We know this, man. We know that.
Lauren, why are you being like that? Listen, I'm seeing it as it is right now. I just saw the game. Errors cost me. I can see us scoring 2-1 like they were able to score in my grounds. I can see us doing that. They got a makeshift defense as well. We can take it.
They might not come that game.
They might not. They might not.
Have Mendy. They might have Vasquez. Maybe Rudiger back. Alaba could be back there saying.
Yeah, but they're not happy with Alaba. They haven't been happy with how.
But I'm saying you ain't happy with some of your.
You got a bozo dream. Bozo dream.
Yeah, you ain't happy with some. Your clubs, your defenders have been full of bozo genes.
And we're having,
as you like to remind me, in the Manchester derby win.
We had a bozo moment. We don't. Yeah. But
all right, bozo moments.
It's been a bozo season. Yes, it has been a lot of errors.
Man. See, Ivan is not having it. Says Vea, we're not winning there. But Vea has you lot winning there. Alan says 3-0 Madrid. Hey, actually, you lot scoreline predictions in the chat. Vea, I know you got a dip, but you mentioned. I've been meaning to ask you this. You mentioned obviously Caribbean Oceans as well. The flag. What's the other flag in your bio? Is it St. Vincent?
Yeah, Vinci. Yeah.
Thought so. Now just asking out interest. That's all.
Yeah, father's Vinci. Father's Vinci. Mother's Jamaican.
Okay, love that, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, all Caribbean people out here, love that.
No, trust me. This type of flow, this type of energy. This is based in the Caribbean. Like, come on, the Caribbean's different. All right, we got the moves. We got the moves. You know what? Let me stop.
We got a what? Look at this man.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
To me, flawless. There. Look at this guy, yo. This guy.
Let me stop. Flawless. I know. Listen, I gotta drop. You got a lady. You got to link up later.
We'll talk. I'm not. Yo, it's don't do that. It's 2:15 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna eat and sleep.
Wait.
It's 2:15 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, you know what they're called in. You know what those are called in North America.
What are they called in North America, my friend?
It starts with a B, ends with a Y. And the last word's call. Usually around 2:00. I know the moves are making. Listen, I gotta drop. Let me say prayers and put my kids to bed. Bless up.
It's crazy after you say that and then say talk about prayers. Let them know where to can find you, you joke. You know what I'm saying?
No, you find me right here. You find me right here. Vader Games. Get the subs up. We're gonna do some special things when we hit 1K plus. I promise, and I mean this. Channel can change differently. I'm gonna be able to do a few things. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I don't do as many shows as I should is for two things: family and work gets kind of in the mix, and two, I've been so blessed with people that do support the channel, that do bless, and they message me on the side and say, "Hey, here's how we're trying to help the channel."
Oh shit, so 1 second. I know you gotta go. I'm at 1-1. He says, I don't know if you've spoken about this past, but what's wrong with City's mentality this season? Because previous season, City would have had a bad spell in a couple of months, but bounce back. Why do you think you've not been able to bounce back?
Prime, I respect the question. And when you speak to your elders, when you speak to me and Flawless, men with wisdom, men that have been watching football for 29 plus years, you know what I mean? We can give you this breakdown. What you're seeing right now is when you honestly do lack the players. When you have players that have fallen in ability, and when I say inability, it's just for how long they can sustain it. KDB is still that guy. KDB, he can still drop a pass on a dime, but can he do it for 90 minutes? Bernardo Silva can still put in a shift. He still has that quality, but can he do it for 90 minutes? This is where these teams have been able to take advantage, and where if I'm gonna be critical of my manager, it's for him not recognizing that you have to realize that these players can't give you that effort as often as they used to. KDB can be in every 3 game. Oh, you can get that brilliance. Bernardo, maybe every other game, every 3 games you can get that. But consistently, no. That's where I think my manager put a little too much weight in these players and what they were able to do. And these bounce backs or this poor form, these crash outs, these late losses or draws, it's because these teams have that energy. These teams have that fight. And another thing, and this is where I'm going to put the bias aside. Unlike Flawless, I can be unbiased. When it comes down to recognizing what United have been able to do and what Fergie was able to do is when a player was dropping, there was no sentiment. There was no, you know what, I'm going to keep him around longer, or no, I don't think that I'm going to be able to find that next player. Fergie was like, nah, you ain't it, you're out. Or I'm getting you out a year early before a year late. I understand even the years of experience, Pep hasn't put in that same amount of time as Fergie. Fergie's realized this. I think Pep's realized this. I think the boards realize this. We're going to make some hard decisions. And I think that's how you prevent any type of stagnation. I think that's how you prevent any type of fallback. If the players are losing it, or there's signs, there's hints that they're losing it, you got to move on. You got to be that cutthroat. Save the players from themselves. Yeah, man. Please, thank you. Subscribe when you can. We will be back with another show. We'll see who's right, whether it's going to be Flawless or myself. It's easy to say.
It's 1-0 to me, so you know.
It's easy to say Real Madrid are going to win. They've won 15 UCL.
It was easy to say who was going to win this game. Which one of us didn't say it?
I don't do things the easy way.
Okay. No,
that's why I want to play Goliath. That's why I want to play Goliath.
You want to be the hero, man. He the hero, man. That's what it is, man. He's trying to save these holes, man.
You know what? Before I go, Flawless is that guy. Flawless is that guy who's playing the game. He's playing the game on amateur, or he's playing that game on beginners, and said, "I finished the game." Nah. You gotta play that. You gotta play that bad boy on the right difficulty.
No, that's definitely not the case, because I put up with all you difficult people all the time. What are we talking about? If that was the case, I just have Ryan here all the time. I have to put up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Ryan's not making any appearances anymore. What's going on?
Nah, he is, like when he's on Q&As. But I'm saying I would have him here all the time. I'm just saying, like on every show. But look who I have to deal with. I have to deal with smart, intelligent dickheads. You know what I'm saying? On a daily basis. Wow. I play this game on difficult.
That's true. That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
And I gotta say,
United panelists. You know what I'm saying? The Arsenal lot, Chelsea lot.
Your shows have been quality. Your shows have been quality. I love the temperament right now. I do. I'm gonna be completely real. I love the temperament because I notice when you're in the calculation mode. I know when you're in, you know what? Let me just sit back. Let me hear what these people have to say. Let me hear on both sides of where they're at and piece it through. I respect it, and I enjoy more so when you've done all this, and then you're in the mix giving your 2 cents. So I'm just waiting. There's gonna be an explosion, people. There's gonna please stay tuned. Flawless is taking notes. He's so close. He's so close to blowing up on these people with what they've gotten wrong and what he's been saying. So stay tuned, subscribe.
What do you think? You're talking about United. You're talking about United and Amorim in that.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking data. Yeah.
I see you. I see you. Listen. Stay tuned. Flawless is going to unleash. It's going to be great TV. But bless up, man.
Blessings, Vega.
We'll talk soon.
You got subscribe to Vega Games TV. Warrior J. Spoobs has been kind enough to drop it in the chat, so go subscribe to his channel at Vega Games TV. The link's underneath in the description as well. I've used this. I need to somehow figure out how to get this American waffle, the color scheme on here with me and Vega. But shout out to TJ for letting me use that, because sometimes he has to be silenced. But I can't believe Spoobs silenced me for 5 minutes. There's a lot of you lot in here. Shout out to Tina. 79 likes. Let's get up to 100 likes, people. Let's get up to 100 likes before we close out. There's over 500 of you lot in here. Big up to Saeed and Dan Potts for both ratings. So hit the like button when you enter the city of sarcasm. Run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe. Roll to 15K. I'll stay here for like 5-10 minutes extra for any Manchester United questions, people. Obviously, it was much more about Manchester City. But in regards to the players not liking the reports about, players unhappy with Amorim, couldn't care less about these players. I see it on the flip side when people say he should be doing better, he could be doing better. Absolutely, he should. That's why I've been critical of him on live streams, critical of him on match reactions. But F these players, I couldn't care less. And this team needs to just, no matter who the manager is, Amorim could get sacked tomorrow. We need new players. Players are not good enough, and I've had it up to here with them. I'm tired of them. Get them gone. Gut this team and West. It seems we're doing that, because reports came out saying Manchester United were getting all things in order for the summer, and you've seen now Anthony, Rashford, Garnacho could leave. Malacia went out on loan as well. Reports came out today, yesterday technically, talking about Eriksen, Casemiro, Lindelof, Johnny Evans could all leave. So it seems the squad is going to be good, and we have to bring players in, and I keep stating this: youth players. Manager has to pattern up with these lineups, because the lineups are not it whatsoever. I don't know what Amorim's doing, but Vega's right when he said I'm just taking data in regards to everything that's going on, because I am. Manchester United are going to go and try and scam the FA Cup or League Cup. We are Ponzi scheme FC, and we've been scamming for years, and we're going to try and do it again. Just having a look here at these FA Cup games. Let me see these ties. And obviously we have Fulham, and then Forest went through on pens against Exeter. Look at it, Forest, Ipswich, Villa, Cardiff, Palace, Millwall, Newcastle, Brighton, Bournemouth, Wolves, Preston, Burnley, City, Plymouth, Argyle. Hey, and shouts to vibe. What was that? Vegan Vibes with Natalie. Love Natalie. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Says great stream, guys. Love that. Make sure you lot are here. It's every Tuesday, 11:30 p.m. UK time, unless City are playing on the Wednesday or Arsenal are playing on the Tuesday. That's the only time it flips, because you get the United Manchester City show every Tuesday night, 11:30 p.m. UK time. We started a little bit later because Vader had some things to do. But every Tuesday, 11:30 p.m. UK time. And then every Wednesday is the United Arsenal show, where I have the Arsenal reps on, and we discuss all things United, all things Arsenal. And everything I mentioned is on the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube anyway. So, all of the shows that are coming up, like tomorrow, we have the Everton versus Liverpool game, Merseyside derby, but that will not be live on the YouTube. That watch along is live on the Sarcasm City TV playback, people. That is live on the playback. So make sure you download the playback app for free. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. Or like I stated, download the app from your app store, create an account for free, sign up for free, all that good stuff. And the same way you watch and comment on YouTube is the exact same on the playback. Only difference is the playback's crazier. All right, this is like the nice part of Sarcasm City. This is the nice blue skies, nice oceans, nice shops. Hey, playback, it's the hood, it's the block, it's the ends, pretty much. Absolute wild west, east, north, and south over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. How much would I sell Mano for? That's a good question. Because how much is it like double if we sell him? If we sold him for 50 million, could we spend 100? Is that what it is, Boobs? If that's the case, like 80 million. Someone offers 80 million for him, I'd sell him for 80 million. If it means we could spend 160, for example, if that is indeed the case. Tina, what players would you like in? Most of profiles. Like I can pick names, but it's profiles for me. Want a new goalkeeper. Need a new left-sided centre back. Need a central midfielder. Need another wing back. Need a 10 and a striker. Flawless question. I remember you getting grilled on Saeed's channel that you didn't think there'd be a lot of signings. Did I get grilled? Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. Like people were expecting. What's your thoughts on United's window? Piss poor. Even though I like the Dogu signing, just the window was poor. They shown us, when they say actions speak louder than words, their actions shown us, hey, we ain't really interested in helping this team out this window. You've seen what Villa did. You've seen what Manchester City did in regards to their intent. Even if their signings go wrong, they're trying to improve. They're trying to assist their managers. I actually forgot that I got grilled. I forgot that people was on my case about that. Same with Man United, the show here, when he was telling me about all the signings we was going to make and we made one. But and shout out to Fuzz says playback is nice. See, man can tell you. And you're Bayesian as well, aren't you? Bigger. Who would I keep up the Chelsea though? Love the content. Appreciate it, Natalie. Who would I keep? The new signings, Maino and Ahmad. Everyone else, if we got a good offer for, I'm selling. So that's literally Dalit, Yoro, Agate, Maz, Xerxes, Ahmad, Maino. So it's 7 players. The rest of them I'd sell. So I have no issue selling anybody else in the team whatsoever. Obviously, excluding youngsters. I'm not adding a Collier into that, but the rest of them can go. Oh, yeah, we need a whole new spine. Absolutely. That spine is terrible. Goalkeeper not good enough. Centre backs, that's question marks, but that's on the manager because he hasn't settled on a back three. Midfield, someone next to Agate, I'm cool, but yeah, we need a central midfielder. We need another 10, and we need a striker. So literally a spine. Literally. That's why this summer is going to be so important. So important. Yeah, destroyer. Profiles, that's why I'm saying like Dorgu's the right profile. Even though I didn't know about him like that, people had mentioned it to him. I like it. Yeah, I forgot. You sounded like you got grilled before the January in the window. Nah, I did on here. I just don't remember too much on Saeed's channel. You didn't think United would get anyone, though Dorgu was signed. The window was still underwhelming as I expected because I know what these owners are like. I'm not fooled. I don't pay attention to what they say. I pay attention to what they do. And what they do is telling me, like, all right, you keep a man severely underperforming in his job for that long after doing an assessment and agreeing to get rid of him and then bring him back. And then he continues to underperform after you give him more tools and you still don't get rid of him. And then you bring in Amorim and then he's not back this window at all. And me and Rance was having the conversation earlier because he was making the point of, let's say the manager doesn't want to be given anyone that's not going to be here long term, because I was talking about loans. Well, this is something that should have been discussed from when Amorim got here. Just terrible because we bought a wing back in, let 2 wing backs go. We let an attacking player go and didn't bring anyone in. And we was already light. So the squad from a numerical standpoint is now even shorter than it already was. We were already short in numbers, never mind in quality. I don't think we've lost quality like that, but we're definitely more short in numbers. Look at our attack. Like Arsenal, like someone mentioned the Kai Havertz signing. That's what happens when you don't prepare properly. It's a prime example. I think the 3 attackers they now have fit are Sterling, Trossard, and Wanyeri. For us, our attackers are Xerxes, Højlund, Ahmad, Maino, Garnacho, Bruno, if you want to throw in there. Now, in terms of quality, that's woeful. I think only one of them, without penalties, has double figures in a domestic season. Hear what I just said, people. None of those players have scored back-to-back 10-plus goals. None of the players have hit double figures in back-to-back seasons in a domestic top league. And you're at Manchester United Football Club without penalties. Because Bruno, without penalties, hasn't done 10 back-to-back. Ahmad hasn't. Xerxes hasn't. Højlund hasn't. Garnacho hasn't. And that's what we're relying on. We're expecting personal best from everybody in terms of numbers. Striker-wise, who fits? There's no unrealistically, again, I don't want Isak, because Isak's unrealistic, but somebody like Isak. That's the profile I want. Is Isak. That's what I'm looking at. That's it. At least the Glazers brought us Cavani, Weghorst when we were short of strikers. Just something. If we would have signed 2-3 loan players, I would have been okay with that. It's on now on Amorim to perform better. Word to Smokey's mum on Friday, make it enough. And for us to try and scam a trophy. That's the aim. Scam a trophy. Literally that. But final couple questions, people. Final couple questions. We ain't even hit 100 likes. There's over 80 of you lot in the building. Let me know who's live as well. I don't believe anybody is live though. Surprised. I don't think anyone's live, but when I checked. But let me know in the chat. If not, I'll just send you lot to the United Arsenal show if no one's live, and just hit the like button, the notification bell on there once you leave. So we're going to do. And I know I've not updated the audio either, so I'm going to do that tonight as well. I actually updated the audio. 1 second. And like I mentioned, the playback is right there on the screen, people. Get over to the Sarcasm City TV playback. Champions League watch-along was there today. The Everton-Liverpool game watch-along will be there and will not be on the YouTube. So Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, NBA, UFC, boxing, gaming content, all over on the Sarcasm City TV playback. The only streams that are dual, the only watch-alongs on here are Manchester United ones, but all the others are on the playback. So if you like the content, which some of you are saying in the chat, and I appreciate it, and I know some people who are not in the chat like the content, that's why you're here constantly just watching, which is absolutely fine. Get over to the playback so you can get even more Sarcasm City TV content, people. So big up. Yeah, Destroyer, I see no one's live. That's what it's saying, which is surprised me. I'm surprised no one's live. Like Gunner's not live or something like that. But yo, we move. I'm saying, like I said, you lot, absolute real ones. And I mentioned it. Don't forget this show. All the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs and fan calling shows, are available on all audio platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., etc. That's Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple Podcast, etc., etc. People, you can find all of the shows on there on audio-only platforms, people. So if you're on Spotify, just follow us and 5-star us. Same with iTunes as well. Make sure you do so. Let me drop that in. And what have we got coming up tomorrow, people? Tomorrow, over on the playback. I'll start half an hour before kickoff. So 7:30 p.m., Everton versus Liverpool. That watch along over on the playback. And then 11:30 p.m., I'm back here on the YouTube with TJ Warren, with Don C, with Tony for the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man United meets Gunner Talk from the Arsenal. We'll be discussing Arsenal's woes. And you know what? I can't wait. City in the mud. Arsenal in the mud. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And also the fact that the next time me and Veta do the show, City will be out of the competition is even also beautiful. And let's see what he's going to say about that. It is a flipping one. All right. Yeah, I'm going to send you lot. Yeah, there's no one live that man knows. So yeah, I'm just going to send you lot to the United Arsenal show. But again, subscribe to Veta Games TV, man. Subscribe to my bro Veta. He's an absolute real one. So make sure you do that, people. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. This has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast. Mandem United pod meets the Mandem City pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And big up Spoobs for the 2 super chats as well. And Prime says, if when Liverpool don't beat Everton, Tony will be gassed. Are we going to have that conversation regardless? Because either they're going to be closer and its Kool-Aid sales go through the roof, or they're 9 points behind and it's complete and utter misery. Or either way, I win. Went to Martial. I win. I win again. Big up. Salute.